live yet. Though.
No, not live.
Yeah.
We're on paused YouTube.
Hey, if you don't have a Lamborghini behind you and you're in this call, you're a loser.
You.
All right.
Brooks are safe.
And it's got turbos.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's not posting here. There we go. We're on paused YouTube. All right.
Oh, we got to watch an ad now?
Mute the audio.
We're on paused YouTube. Okay,
Mute the audio. Everybody mute the audio.
Everybody mute your audio on your YouTube. There you go. Everybody good?
Randy, I think you should go to gallery view.
Better impressed. What's that?
I think on your Zoom, you should go to gallery view.
Okay, how do I do gallery view?
Yeah, on the top.
Like, otherwise it's going to be switching every 2 seconds.
How about that?
That's a lot of people.
We won't know for 20 seconds. Does your screen show everyone now?
My screen's showing everybody, yeah. What's up, Luke?
How are you?
Where's Houston? We're waiting on Parker and we're waiting on Mondi.
Start it up. You're live.
Hey, Houston, you're on mute, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm muting it because I'm talking shit about Edmund right now on my phone.
Well, you can talk about it live now because we're all on screen.
Is it working?
Yeah, I just go a little bit too hard. You know, someone's gonna record me and post it. You know what I mean?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for all joining us today. We are a gallery of car nuts, and we're ready to talk to you guys and talk cars, and you know, we'll pick some subjects and go from there. If you can't figure out who everybody is, I'm going to do from my left is John Nowitzki from Savage Garage. To my right, Jimmy from Drag Times. To his right, Brooks from Drag Times, like Hollywood Squares here. This is kind of fun. Down to your left is Hunter from Savage Garage. Below is Chris from Savage Garage. Next to him is Jason from Savage Rally, runs all the rallies for Savage. Next to him, no one cares about him. He's just Houston Coaster. Next to him down below, John Axe from Savage Garage. Next is Doug from, I'd say, Savage Garage, Savage Rally, and now going to be Savage Drift. So he's running our drift program and everything.
Drift.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Randy. Here we go.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it.
You bring me that C8 and I'll show you. I promise.
Oh, it's already smack talking.
No smack talking. I really just want to see one of them in person, especially in that gorgeous blue.
Nice.
It's not bad. It's a good little car.
Yeah.
Next to him is Jonathan Turner from everywhere. You've seen him on Street Speed. You've seen him on Savage. You've seen him on Savage Rally. He's the man.
Except on his own show.
I'm the guest host everywhere.
Next to him is the man who only knows the color blue and knows the only name Chevrolet. That's right, Street Speed.
What's up?
Mr. Mike. And below him, Supercar Luke, my new friend, and definitely the guy I want to know more about cars from. So we'll definitely be talking about this. And we are waiting. Oh, yeah, we got one more. Tanner's coming right now.
I'll take you.
There he is.
Randy, people are asking where Jimbo is.
Oh, Jimbo's right here. Jimbo's right next to me.
Jimbo.
Jimbo!
Yeah, we don't see Jimbo, Randy. There he is.
Jimbo. He probably uses his own phone.
We wanted to make sure we didn't have any technical difficulties, but we're going to show his Mercy off first, and then
I'm going to live stream from the Mercy.
he's going to live stream from the Mercy. That would be fun.
I'll try and get bigger.
And then we're waiting on Mondi, right? And Parker.
Yeah.
Spam Parker.
Yeah, what's going on? All right, well, it doesn't matter. So, all right, let's start with some stuff we want to talk about first, or we want to go right into questions.
No, the fact that you told me to not sit in my C6 outside says I don't have a garage, and Mike is sitting in his C8.
Yeah, but he has a garage.
What does it matter?
So I'm outside. I don't care about the cold. Getting cold out.
It's the darkness factor there, buddy.
I got flashlights and shit.
Well, okay.
That's the main concern.
All right, so let's start with some questions. And then we can start talking about some car stuff we want to talk about.
Roger that, buddy.
So, all right.
What do we got? There's a lot of
Come on.
there's a lot of comments right now.
Where's
Prices
Mondi?
are rolling in hard and fast.
There we go. Come on.
Rolling in hard and fast, you say.
Mike, you started the C8. Mike, why don't you do that while we're pulling a question?
No, the hell not, dude. It's way too fucking loud.
You're a wimp.
We got a lot of.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I opened-
I got, look what I got waiting for you, bro.
Yeah, it looks pretty slow, dude.
That's louder.
Wow. Wow.
This looks like another slow Ford I got to beat in a race. Just another one. I'll add it to my list.
It's okay, Mike. When are you shipping that Chevrolet to South Florida? So I
My
can show,
long and ever-growing list of
so I
slow.
can show you this, brother. I show you. You'll see this rear end. It's good. It's a good rear end. You'll like it.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't you show the car off, Mike?
Hold
Mike
on.
was just down in Florida. He didn't come by. What happened?
Everything was closed, dude. It was horrible.
Hey, Randy, that's not 6 feet.
What? Me and him? Oh yeah.
Yeah, remote.
I think I can beat that.
Yeah, you do it right.
That does sound nice, though. It does sound nice. It had a nice gurgle to it.
Okay, Mike, you want a challenge?
I'll do a burnout in my garage right now.
Told you.
Let's see
Oh,
that.
man.
I want to see.
Wait, if you do that, I'm gonna wait for that one.
I want it.
I've
You
done
can't
burnout for
say
my
that
car.
and not do it.
Not on live stream. We've got, dude. You got about 1,000 people watching. You can't.
I
say
don't
that and
know.
not Do it.
Yeah, I mean, what you're not gonna come through with it. Come on.
It's private property.
It is private property. It's in the garage.
Yeah. Why couldn't you do that? It's his own doing.
Well, let's
Oh, there it is.
let's talk about. So, what's new with the Diablo?
That's us. Let's talk about the gang. What's new? I'll tell you what's new with the Diablo right now. Oops, David Davis is joining. Hey, what's up, bud? You should be on in about 2 seconds. So the Diablo's getting wheels. Right now, it's getting the wheels off of my old Mercy. The Anarchies that I only drove for a little bit. And then I'm doing a wrap, doing exhaust. I don't know which exhaust we're gonna end up doing yet. Then we're gonna do some minor interior upgrades. I'm gonna change out the seats, put in the Diablo GT seats. I got a set of them, hopefully. And then we'll be good to
Can I have
go.
your stock Diablo seats for my Countach?
Yeah,
That would look tight.
yeah.
Should I start my GT3?
Do you want to hear the GT or the GT3?
I mean, everybody's gonna say GT, but I'll do GT3 if you want.
Go ahead. Let's start. Let's give you a base. We'll give you a base number.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you first got to tell us what it has done, Luke. Tell us what it has done.
It's a full race straight plate
What's
By
up,
who?
David? How are you?
by Sharkworks. Yes, Sharkworks.
I can't.
You got McLaren questions.
I haven't seen David. I haven't seen David since the dinner in Vegas.
What's up, David?
Young guys, good to see you. Welcome
All right,
from the UK.
Live from the UK, 2 a.m., man. He's dedication. Right?
Whoa.
I think it's
Staying awake right now.
What's the 0 to 60 on the speed tail?
They already started rolling.
Should I place the iPad here, like right by the back?
Sure.
It's gonna be really loud.
Hey, does anybody notice the win? 7 nudes. Nice.
It is a nice ass.
45 watching.
Hey, Jimbo, do you remember that video
Sounds good.
of the way of the seal?
We'll see. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm getting Mark
That
on.
must be an Apple phone.
Dude, that seal video is the best.
We're gonna talk. If we're gonna talk crap about Mercies, we got to get Mark on.
All right.
Mark,
That's right.
that sounded good.
There's a lot of questions. Not to say it's about me. There's a lot of Mercy questions here.
Yeah,
Mine runs. I brought it. I'm gonna drive it back home. Got to get Mark AGX in here. So
Mike, we match.
over my car.
See that?
No, hold on. I gotta scroll over to you.
There you go.
He's
All right.
got a a nice.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Another Urus.
So there's
I like those little yellow. I was gonna put the little yellow accents on the grill of ours.
Yeah, so this was
No,
part of
no.
like when you got the shiny black, you got the yellow right there.
I like that.
Yeah, looks good.
Might have to do that. Looks good.
Just take a few minutes. Just take a few minutes. Lots of people got questions for you guys. So. Okay. All right, bye. All right, that's Mitch. What the fuck? Mondi, you want? All right. Where did Houston go? I got Houston just left. All right. So let's start the GT.
Oh boy.
Everyone in here should mute because it'll sound better for y'all.
Blow the mic.
Well, if he's doing it on his Apple phone, it ain't gonna do shit.
I'm covering my ears. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so loud. You're not opening the door?
Jimbo, you're
Oh,
screwed.
don't open that door.
Thinking about the fall inside the house.
So loud.
Definitely set off your carbon monoxide alarms.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't put those in yet.
That is
Oh,
so
okay.
bad.
Definitely heard that.
That's awesome.
Don't die. Open that door.
You better open that door up, dude.
Don't
Jesus.
die.
Piped, isn't it?
Revving your shit in a closed garage.
I got a big garage. All right.
That's straight piped, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Hefner exhaust, Borla headers. Yeah, it's evil.
Whipple supercharger, the most important
Yeah,
part.
the big Whipple supercharger. Do you guys see it's the polished one too? It came out just so beautiful.
What is it, a
It's
4
bigger
liter?
than most people's
What's
up, Jamaica?
displacement.
There you go.
You got the.
Oh, that looks nice. That
Oh,
looks
yeah.
nice in there.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
That is 2000s as it gets, baby. Woo!
Yep.
It's so shiny. I thought you didn't like chrome.
It's polished. I'm not a big
Oh.
chrome guy, but it's like it looks really good on that.
It fits the era of the car.
Yeah, I mean, being the fact that it's
You got the window.
The Ford's like a muscle car, but it's a supercar, but it's a muscle car. You know?
Hey Randy, everyone on Instagram should go watch our live stream, right?
Yes.
Swipe up.
So are you doing an Instagram?
Jimbo needs one of those hats with one of those cameras right in front of him. It just dangles right there. Whatever he's doing.
All right,
Everybody needs that mohawk.
let's go and do some questions here.
Oh, I'm digging that vintage snap-on.
Rev drag time 720. Why? I'm sorry.
Where's one? It's all the way up here.
Stock. It's stock, but it's fast as hell.
I think everybody needs to stop talking about Scarlett. You can't hear it on the phone.
They can hear it on their side. You can't really hear it in the Zoom though. It does come out good for them, for the people watching.
Oh, somebody says that we should go out to Southern Illinois and he'll show us what a real car sounds like.
Oh boy.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, we had real cars. in the garage,
It's
but-
gonna be 1999 Civic
Illinois is
hatchback
good.
with straight pipe.
Spencer, they want a Big Bird update. You want to do a Big Bird
We
update?
can do that because I have to run back to my place now.
All right, cool.
Also, everyone, please go check out our story right now.
Parker's supposed to be on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's coming
Everyone,
on.
please just go on our story.
Everyone's going on our story.
most reliable car.
Well, my Mercy.
Hey,
Most
Jimmy, is that a
reliable
sprint
car,
seat?
You're funny, Jimbo. You got
Any
jokes.
more?
My mercy.
Porsche.
Yeah, right there. The Beetle for sure.
Any Porsche that wasn't worked on.
So not Randy.
Omar's asking where DD is, and I'm going to say Canada without it. So, hold on. Gutter Snake's getting on. There we go.
Oh, perfect.
Oh boy.
Who has the loudest car? It's definitely a GT.
How much are you gonna hate?
Yeah.
this life?
I don't care if you grab it. Yeah, it's 9:15. It's not too bad.
I just
Yeah,
love
it's going
how
too fast. I can't read that fast.
everybody's face has their name under it except for Doug. It just says iPad.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Now everybody knows your last name.
Your
This is
name
iPad.
is iPad. Let's see
Randy.
here.
Tell him.
I kind of want to hear Jimmy's car, to be fair. twin turbos, straight.
It's very loud. It completely overpowers the mic.
Yeah. Most of the cars that everybody wants to hear is going to overpower the mics.
Yeah.
Is Mark's connecting the audio? He's figuring it out. When you buy,
Randy, when are you going to get another F12?
I already had an F12.
Another. The question was another.
No, that's good. Let's see here. I would have invited Shmi, but it's the middle of the night. He's not.
Hey, we got David on. It's 2 a.m.
That's true. I just didn't want. Shmi's had a rough week.
Worth staying up for.
Yeah, thanks, man. Houston race Randy. What do you say, Houston?
I'm down to race anybody anytime, doesn't matter.
What do we want? What do you want to race in?
The Veyron.
Racing my scooter, racing the Koenigsegg, whatever you want. I don't even care if I lose at this point.
Your Nikes?
Yeah, I have asthma, so I just really shouldn't run.
Oh my.
I could probably race Randy's Diablo in my shoes.
I'm old.
Hey, that road you got pulled over on, Houston, was that the road we were supposed to go out to before?
Yeah, it's a closed road, and it's stupid because my editor turned off the mic because he's a little bitch. But he gets all scared when cops come, and he just puts the camera away.
That's the best part.
It's the best part.
Keep the camera out when the cops show up.
Yeah, sometimes it enlightens the situation, and they're like, I don't want to be recorded, But we were on a closed road by a old mine, and there was a couple of people on ATVs out there. And those guys must have called the police, but they couldn't do anything because it's a private road, and I go out there and race all the time. I literally do it all the time. And for some reason they showed up. It's weird. And then they left, and we could have stayed, but it's complicated.
Right.
Hey, microphone check.
What's there? There, the boys. Commit on.
We're going to switch it over to a different camera.
Question here, Savage.
Yeah, you gotta hang up with one of them.
Good question here, and it was kind of like on your same one visit down in Miami. What's your best car in your opinion? Ford GT, the Bugatti, or the LFA?
All right, that's for me.
Yeah.
All right, somebody's got double.
Yeah,
seconds.
Mark.
Yeah,
for sure, AJ.
Mark's computer illiterate, so we just fixed him. Sorry.
All right, cool. My favorite car of those three.
Hey, you drove those three. What
The LFA. What was the other two? LFA.
The Chiron, and your GT.
My GT.
Can we all agree the LFA is overrated?
You know what? I guess it would have to be before the supercharger.
That exhaust sound is priceless, though.
Yeah.
I don't think the LFA is overrated. I think it's amazing, but it's not raw like that.
No, not price. I don't think it's a price.
Doesn't matter price.
Like drive, like behind the wheel.
The LFA sounds amazing. I mean, you guys remember? I mean, that sound is it's epic.
How many Mariah Carey CDs do you own, Randy?
Randy, we should do a Koenigsegg.
He sounds amazing too.
I don't even know how to answer that.
So wait. You missed a very important point here. Houston just brought up a good race. The Koenigsegg versus the Ford GT. Two manual supercars going at it.
And they're basically the same. They're the same car.
I want to see
he has a
Randy
Ripple,
and
and I've got
Houston.
road tracks.
I want to see Randy and Houston in shopping carts going down the fucking pyramid in Vegas for a race. That's what I want to see.
With Joe Exotic.
Put it on the calendar.
Hey, it's AGX. You guys are still open, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They're essential.
They haven't been able to leave yet.
Houston is completely closed down. You can't even get on it.
They
We're packed. No, we're still packed. We're still going, fortunately. So that hasn't changed for us. Obviously, we've had to kind of limit and cut out any visitors and just keep it to what we have for the kind of well-being of everybody. But we have that fine line of still being able to work and provide, but at the same time, people need their cars.
Nice.
Here in Vegas, they activated the National Guard today, so they've got Hummers and fucking idiots all around the city just posted up. They're giving us tickets if you're out there. Our governor's kind of a jackass. I don't really know why I voted for him, but he's just going so ham. And actually, our cases decreased in the past 3 days. And he pushed the opening of the casinos back 30 more days. So they're probably not going to let anybody here until June, maybe. I mean, they say May, but the way that they're acting, it's going to be until June.
Wow.
So grab the Bugatti and go over to the National Guard and make a video with them.
Yeah,
the Bugatti's the only thing that's going to keep you from getting fucked with.
I mean, it's really difficult because they don't have a lot of jurisdiction, right? Like they can't come in here and say, you're not allowed to go there because what they deem essential automotive repair. Apparently golf courses are essential. They deem like all these random things here essential. So they have the National Guard around just to scare people and just pull them over for no reason.
That's just a Vegas thing? Golf courses?
My golf course is open, John, right now, by walk-on only. There's no car.
Your golf course is open? Dude, fuck that.
Wow.
The entire city's golf course is open. There's 22 golf courses in Vegas and every one of them's open and none of them are giving discounts.
It's deemed, exercising.
Yeah, and they don't want you. They want you to be able to go out for a walk, so you might as well chase a fucking golf ball while you're at it.
Right. Exactly. Mark, you
So I
play a
don't
lot
know-
of golf, right?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know what it's like in the. Well, what's it like in the US right now? Currently, are you allowed to go out and drive? I know I was asking Jimmy this and Brooks this earlier, but can you guys still go out and just go for drives, even though it's isolation stuck at home?
No, not anymore.
We can.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's at night, I know a lot of people have been getting pulled over for being out late. Like they will pull you over and ask what you're doing if it's at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
After 10 p.m. usually.
I gotta go end my video. All you guys are awesome.
Oh, you don't want to answer any fan questions there? Come on.
I might get back on, but I gotta edit this video. I'm trying to upload. I haven't uploaded in 5 days. Film it.
Hey, for everybody asking, he already started the C7 like 10 minutes ago or so.
Yeah, it was horrible. I lost my hearing. All right, see you guys.
Yeah.
Man.
Jimbo's going to start up the Mercy. He's got the Mercy back. So,
Jimbo, don't do it. You only get like 3 of those until it breaks again, so use them wisely.
Right.
I'm saving my "I told you so" until I see him in the face.
Beautiful car. That's a beautiful thing.
Yep, it's big and yellow, people.
Yellow's for cowards.
It's like Big Bird.
Is that E-gear?
The yellow is not for cowards because it's most recognizable on the road. So you're gonna speed in yellow, you're gonna be recognized.
You're gonna.
Okay. So is a tank.
Tell him.
All right.
Tell him the one I want to go first.
Yeah, the startups are hard, guys, because you really can't hear anything, unfortunately.
You can hear it on YouTube though. We can't hear it at all.
You have imagination.
Oh, that's good. Then.
We want to hear it. Everyone has to mute, but that one person.
Yeah,
I'm not on mute.
All right, let's start with some questions. Opinions on the 488 Pista.
Fuck Ferrari. Next question.
Ferrari. Next. Garbage.
I don't think anyone likes Ferrari. I'm just going to put that out there.
I don't think any of us are Ferrari guys.
John Kerner, what tunes and exhaust do you have on your car, on your 600?
On the 600, no tune, Soul Performance downpipes, high flow cats.
Houston, you don't look happy.
I have a screaming 6-month-old right over there, just screaming as loud as she can because she just wants to do something else.
Hey, bring her over here on camera. I'll talk
It's
to her.
very stressful. Houston and I were talking about business. Life is just crazy right now with everybody's business, but it's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my business is probably just not going to happen for like 90 days straight, and the issue of that is I don't know how long it's going to be worth it to keep it like this, right? Because every month that goes by, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I was telling the guys at the team, I was like, should we just like stop doing this and just do something else? Because now in this new type of economy, we could go out and do something completely different. And so we're kind of having that conversation every day where we're like, look, man, we've got $5 million in cars sitting here just going like this every day, all day long. I mean, literally you lose 30, 40% of your net worth on a daily basis right now. It's like watching your stocks go down. how long do you wait, right?
Hey, Trump's going to bail everyone out. What are you talking about? Get on that trillion line.
Yeah, if they give me $5 million, right, as a loan, you know, it doesn't really make a dent. You know, I mean, it's like Vegas is complicated. You know, it's like my overhead's $450 a month. You know, $5 million goes by in 10 months. You know, and that's the most you get, and then you got to still pay them back, right?
Nice.
I need a YouTube business. You know, I need to be a famous YouTuber, right?
Yeah, you hear all that. All these fans writing questions. It needs money. So send out
GoFundMe page.
We need the GoFundMe for the GoFundMe.
Serious question. Pineapple on pizza.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Not at
Pineapple
all.
pizza for sure. Yeah.
No.
For sure, if you get there, it'll be
Absolutely.
good.
Those guys are like, no way. That's weird.
What does the 6-month-old say?
This is my 3-year-old. She bought this for me today.
Nice.
She went out and picked this herself. My 6-month-old, she just screaming over there. Like, she's just on the couch. People are just looking at her like, what are you doing? You know? You can't make her happy.
Let's see.
We know where she gets it.
Yeah, they said you don't have to pay back the loan if you don't fire everybody.
Well, good. I haven't fired anybody yet. That's $62,000 a week. It's you know, let's keep it going.
2.5 months of payroll is a forgivable loan if you're under 500 employees or something like that.
Yeah.
The only person that got laid off in my company was me. So if that makes anybody feel better on YouTube, you know, the only guy that got his salary cut was me.
Yeah.
They'll find some way to make you the bad guy for that, though, Houston.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you donate any bit mass to the homeless? You know,
Yeah.
how dare you do anything these days?
Call us back when the Bugatti got foreclosed on. That's what they want to hear.
Exactly. I'm just gonna make videos, just all my stuff getting repossessed. Whether I have the title for it or not doesn't make a shit of a difference. If I tell everybody it got repossessed, they'll be happy. You know?
Hey, it's April Fool's. Go load the Bugatti up onto your flatbed and just say your Bugatti got repoed. Thanks, coronavirus.
Yeah.
You know?
Clickbait it all.
That's gonna be great. Actually, that's a really good video. I think Palos would cover that video if I did it.
Fuck Palos, man. Are you kidding me?
He would for sure cover it. Houston's Bugatti got repoed. That would be the #1 story. I'd even make it to the first headline.
That's like getting, buying an ad on a park bench and going, man, I really made it. My business is successful.
Yeah. You might as well say you gave it to Damon. That would probably work as better for a highlight.
Oh yeah.
Say, look at that park bench over there. I have arrived as a business owner.
Yeah, I'm like a hashtag realtor on that park bench, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You go out and clean it every day. That's the life of Palos.
Nice. Anybody else in R6? Am I the only one? I guess I'm the only one.
What's the question?
People are saying respect for
Close to your mic, Randy.
for keeping the employees. So respect, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's for you know, personal reasons or just because I'm a decent person, you know. I think these guys should stay for sure, because I have one guy, and a lot of people don't understand how the system works here in Vegas. Is thank you so much. They have eliminated all foreclosures, right, and all evictions. But a lot of Las Vegas, if you rent a furnished place, you're considered like a hotel. So that's not excused. And 3 of my employees live in I don't know, I would call them like weeklies as a negative thing, but they live in houses where they pay their rent every week and it's all included. And if I were to lay those guys off, they would be on the streets, you know? And even if you get unemployment, there's 97,000 people in Vegas every week applying for unemployment. It'll be 6 months before you get paid.
Yeah.
Weekly hotels, weekly things like that are a big Western thing.
All right. So,
Randy, we're doing a shot for you.
well, let's do it. Everybody got a glass? Everybody got a little something to drink?
Yep.
Gonna do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I've got a glass.
Hunter's doing it right.
There you go.
Salud.
Jesus, Hunter. There you go.
You see easy listeners.
Roll that whiskey in our hands.
Hey, just everybody but Luke. Everybody but Luke.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys gotta be way more interesting when I'm drunk.
Did you hear him? Did you hear Jimbo out there?
Is he? What is he trying to kickstart that fucking
Yeah,
thing?
one of those cameras on him.
He's trying to blow it up in my driveway is what he's trying to do.
Doesn't he realize he has a very set limited of startups on that thing? Like very limited.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling him. You know what? If somebody wants to invite James on, I don't have Stratman's direct number. If anybody has it, you want to invite
Someone
him?
said I need apple juice. I agree.
Nothing wrong with apple juice.
Somebody said take it easy, Hunter. Probably not.
Yeah, forget about reading this.
Oh, James.
Yeah, yeah. You want to bust James Brooks? You got that.
So everybody keeps asking about the Pagani. I'm not getting a Pagani yet. That's kind of like my retirement cruise car.
Which one would you get if you were to get one, Randy?
I get a Wyra BC.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously a Zonda would be so awesome to have, but you know, I want something a little more usable. They're just so delicate, you know.
So can we talk a little bit about Pagani? So, like, they are beautiful. They're rolling works of art, but as a vehicle, I don't know. Fast? Not really.
They are pretty quick in a way. Like I've been around them a couple times. Like when you see them at like Goodwood Festival of Speed, you see them going pretty hard and everything. They are pretty quick, but you see the drivers always, they're fighting the car. So
I don't know.
A handful.
Between that and an egg, I'll take the egg all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably do the same.
I missed this question. What was it?
Egg or Pagani?
Oh, Pagani's a piece of shit, man. I've driven plenty of Paganis and they're just terrible cars. You know, and the only person that likes Pagani is Randy.
That's me. I'm the only one.
I don't know. I'm with you, Randy. I like Paganis.
Yeah,
I've
Horatio's
never rocked it.
living off of my, off of my lack of buying one. So I'm the only one who likes them.
I liked Paganis until I heard Horatio, and then I stopped liking them.
Really?
I like driving them in video games. That's about it.
Cheers, you guys.
I'm trying to call Mondi. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
He's fixing his
He
hair.
said he's loading his dumbass race car on the trailer.
He's getting his lip injection. His lip injection.
He's getting his butthole whitened.
Yeah. He's super bleaching. It's an essential service if you ask him.
He'll be on eventually.
Cheers.
Cheers. Best JDM car. Ooh.
Sitting
My
right
best
next to me.
JDM is an R34. Anybody want to chime in?
I think
R33.
Supra. Supra.
It's got to be the 22B. Got to be the 22B.
All day long.
I don't know.
Which one?
The 22B. Got to be.
Where's
I hate when you guys use
Doug?
chassis designations.
I think it's time for Doug. Doug, why don't you want to show what's going on over there?
Sure.
This is kind of cool. This is our project car.
Let's see. I'm going to switch to me so you can see me. There we go. So there's Randy's car right there.
Jesus Christ.
That's my
That's
silver.
the S15.
I thought somebody just scratched it.
Yeah, that was the keyed one, right?
You can't see the key marks at all.
Yeah. Good job with removing those key marks.
Fucking clean.
That's one way to clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real easy to
Use that insurance money wisely.
So this thing's ready to come out. It's basically a giant paperweight. I'm kidding. I like this, but I like, 4 more cylinders a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
Tell them the engine, Doug.
So the engine that we're gonna do is it's a 427. It's a dart block Dragon Slayer crank. So it's over a 4-inch crank. I'm sorry, 4-inch stroke. So I mean it's gonna be a freaking animal, and we're gonna Magnuson supercharge it. So yeah, this car will probably weigh wet 2750 ish. I mean, my car on the scales weighs 27 with me in it, 27 like 49. So basically has like the power to weight ratio of a Bugatti. So I don't know much about supercars. I know Porsches, but I know that these cars roll out, and yeah, I mean,
What I can tell you is that having a 850 horsepower that weighs 800 pounds is definitely the stupidest car that I own, because it's just retarded. It's too fast, and it's like too light. It scares the shit out of you too much. It's like unusable. In the Bugatti, 250 all day. I don't care. I'll put my speed key in, just go as fast as possible. You know, the power to weight ratio is only half the battle. It's about having the balls to go and not like make the car go like this, you know?
Yeah. Well,
That
that's
was
why
opposite to us.
we're doing a supercharger instead of a turbo. I have a turbo on this, and it's
so
an
cute.
Australian burnout machine. It's I don't want to say it's unusable, but the power band, the car is perfect, but I don't like the power band, and I want.
Where's it going to sit at in terms of wheel?
Horse. The motor that we're building can hit 1200 at the motor.
I mean, where do you want it? I mean, 1200 in a
So
27-pound car doesn't do much, you know?
Right. But we're going to dial so much mechanical grip. We're going to put good tires on this thing. I mean, I run 8 to 10 PSI in the rear. Contrary to popular belief, in a drift car, you want as much mechanical grip as humanly possible. The bigger tire that you can run. The problem is what I do, I'm limited by tire size. But yeah, so we're probably going to start off at about 600 wheel. The thing does 700 at the motor, naturally aspirated, but we're going to dial it down with the supercharger to about 600 wheel. Then we'll crank it up after we feel comfortable, Randy feels comfortable. And like you said, it's all about usable power. Horsepower to me, it doesn't mean jack shit, because you can't use it if it's, you know, if you can't put it to the ground. I mean, that goes in drag racing, circuit racing, autocrossing. It doesn't matter what kind of racing it is. If you can't put it to the ground, it means nothing. Horsepower means nothing.
So Doug, what kind of rear end are you putting on that thing?
We're gonna do a quick change.
Okay.
It's the same thing that I have. It is. All right, let's sneak down here. So, can you see? So it's basically actually an old Ford Roadster. So you can see basically that plate comes off the back, and there's 2 gears. And so essentially you can change in 5 minutes, you can change your gear ratio. It's a 10-inch ring gear. I mean, that thing's rated at about 1,000, you know, to 1,500 foot-pounds, depending upon what the drivetrain is. But and the reason I say that is you can have 1,000 horsepower in a V8, and it's actually easier on drivetrain than say like 600 horsepower in like a 2J, because you're not shocking the drivetrain left and right. So
you're gonna
dog
top
box,
it. You're gonna top it just
quick
like
change.
just like the race car. You're gonna put a top on it.
No, I mean, it'll be cut out. So all this stuff right here, it'll all be cut out, and basically it'll be boxed in, and then you'll have like a bar going from here to here.
Nice.
What ratio are you gonna run in it? You're gonna run like a higher.
It'll look like that essentially when I'm done. So you'll be able to access everything. You can run anything you want. So you have your static gear ratio will be say like a 412. Circle track guys use that.
Yeah.
And you can have a 412, you can have a 450 and like a 486. So that's your static. And then you change because it's essentially like 2 differentials in one.
Yeah.
And so we were just messing around the other day at the track, and I was just running 1-to-1 because it's the strongest, and I knew other people were going to be driving it, and there's going to be, you know, clutch kicks and drivetrain shock and stuff like that. But knowing that putting the strongest gear in there, I really wasn't really worried about what gear we were actually running. But you want about 2 times the wheel speed of vehicle speed. So if I'm entering into a corner at 60 miles an hour, I want about 120 to 125 wheel speed. And I mean, it's all calculated.
Gonna be a massive monster.
Yeah, so
But
so
it'll
when,
do
when
well.
that thing is done, you're gonna have to bring it down to Florida, and we're gonna have to take it to the Freedom Factory to see Cletus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Absolutely.
That's the spot to do it. You see the concrete pad he just laid in that place?
It's so amazing.
Yeah, it looks pretty rad.
ridiculous.
Randy, when
Let me
you buying a
switch this
track?
back to me.
What's that, Mark?
I said, when you buying a track?
Yeah, right.
All this nonsense, you know.
I'm just gonna make my driveway the track.
Hey,
For an
John,
outlet front.
somebody was asking how they can go work for Detail Boutique.
You can talk to John.
Apply.
Send your resume to info@detailboutique.com.
There you go.
You want to say that again so everybody can hear it?
Send your resume to info@detailboutique.com.
There you go.
There you go.
You allow remote work?
Remote polish.
There you go.
Hey, how many?
Let's see.
I
what
get
do we
people
got? What
every
other
day
que-
that want to come work here.
What other questions we got? What's up, Cruddy Carl?
I've been reading Cody Carl's messages for the longest time. It's just Papa Randy and Papa John, Papa Tanner.
So somebody's asking about rallies right now. That's an interesting question, for
rallies,
everybody here. We're all kind of just sitting tight and seeing what happens, obviously staying safe. It sucks right now because obviously our rally was canceled. All the big ones have been canceled. I don't know. I know that Gold Rush has been rescheduled for September.
Ace of Spades hasn't been canceled, right?
Well,
Hey, do you think we'd be able to do something like deliver something for like a distillery or something? Like
Oh, we're not
Supercar?
supposed to be outside, John.
We can
Randy,
deliver
how
something. No,
many
would
miles
that
are
be
on-
wrong? Would that be wrong? Delivering goods that the people need?
No, it wouldn't be bad, but it's,
well, they gave Mondi the riot act for his rally.
I'm not talking about a rally. I'm not talking about let's go have a good time and money and all that stuff. So we go deliver hand sanitizer from one place to another in
Randy,
nice cars.
how many miles are you missing?
Would that be misconstrued as hey, these guys are assholes?
Yes, probably.
If the cops let you off, the public wouldn't.
Yeah. The SVJ's got 14,700 miles right now. Right behind me there.
Is that still your favorite?
It's a close second to that right now.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
That's my Ford GT.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was. It definitely getting the GT back today was. It's amazing the difference in power.
So if I hold this at the right height, can it look like I have a car too parked in behind me? My Aventador.
Just go to
Aventador guys.
just go to the shop, man.
Yeah, tell me when it scales right.
Hey, why don't you show me my car?
It's up on the rack. I'm in the office and I can't unplug this thing. She's up on P1 though, which is the front burner.
I don't know why he keeps.
Oh,
that's weird. All right. So what other questions? You checking it out, Luke?
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Where are the questions coming from?
YouTube. So they just asked one for you, Mark. Are you have you worked in any C8s yet?
No, we haven't seen any yet.
There you go.
Someone said thoughts on the P1. On a P1.
Well, we could ask Parker if he got his ass on the thing.
I'll say best car in the world.
Okay, how about this?
Was it
How about,
biased,
how about a local visit to Cars and Coffee with the GT? Would that be something in the near future?
So they just asked one for you, Mark. What I'm looking forward to is racing Parker's P1.
Somebody's echoing and talking.
Someone said thoughts on the P1. On a P1.
Who's echoing? We could ask Parker.
I have mine on mute.
$10 is
I'm a
like,
bit biased. I think it's probably the best car we've ever made.
It's probably
Greg,
Jimbo.
someone asked what your next car is.
my next car. My next car. I don't know. We'll see what comes in next, but the probably the 765.
Yeah.
You had me at the Integrale. Everything after that, it will
Well,
be shit.
that's true, but I'm not. Yeah, the Integrale. The only thing I can't say about the Integrale is I don't know when it's going to get here right now.
Do you know how many people I have begged to buy a Group B car, and they all look at me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about?
That's not a Group B car. That's not a Group B car. That's a
It's
Group
not.
A.
It's not. But at the end of the day, it has the makings of it. And I've been telling everybody to get a Group B car.
Well, I'd love to have a
Group B is
an
incredible.
S4 Lancia or even an 037 Lancia. That would be the,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
If you're going to spend $250,000, go get one of those.
that's not a quarter million. That's not a $250,000, dude. Those are $500,000 to $750,000 now.
Group B
What's
drivers
a Group
literally
B?
needed wheelbarrows for their nuts because they were so big.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are insane.
Did you order an RS6, the new RS6?
Yeah, I have the Avant coming. I can do that. I'll do a spec on it on another one. Not today.
Are the cars getting delayed?
I don't know. We haven't heard anything.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, Porsche's shut down right now.
I'll say pretty much every factory in the world is shut right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it's going back to the 765. I was really impressed with the pricing on the 765 compared to the 720 or everything else. There's a lot of. I think Brooks, you did a live yesterday, specking out one.
Mm-hmm.
What did it come out to?
Mine came out to 381.
It's pretty good considering,
That's
right?
really good. That's a
left
lot of
left all that carbon stuff out. So basically, green.
Really good.
I didn't add much, honestly. I went 350. I guess I had about 30,000 in stuff.
If you click every box, what do you think it would go for?
Probably 550, 600.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I mean the roof scoop's 38,000. Randy's getting that.
Oh, not 120. All right, got it.
Yeah. So David, maybe you can explain why the roof scoop it's not a big deal on this car.
Yeah, it's functional.
No, it's a good roof scoop. Works really well.
Yeah, but it doesn't go right into the intake, right? It's just more to cooling on the engine bay.
Yeah, it kind of goes to the top of the car to the rear, and air flows through it to the engine.
Did it
bay.
have
radiators in the rear?
$8,000.
It does improve airflow though when you really look at it. I saw one the other day, so it was good seeing it.
Sales.
It's so expensive.
Oh, Randy, did you get the engine bay view inside for 8,000?
Nope.
You're calling that?
It is worth it. Trust me, it is actually worth it.
The toilet seat.
The toilet seat, yes, it is worth it.
I'm not getting that for 8,000. I'll get out and look at the engine for $8,000.
It's because you can sit down in the car and look in your rearview mirror, and you just see it glowing when you start it. It's brilliant. Trust me, I've done it so many times.
The same thing like the red light in the 720.
Yeah, well, there's 4 red lights. You can see it on the inside and on the back.
Four red lights. Oh yeah. Makes it all worth it.
$2,000 a light, you got to do it. I mean,
but did they?
So when China opens back up, I can get it for like $30 and get them installed.
It'll be RGB. You'll be able to change the colors too, Randy.
Right, exactly.
You want green? Go green. The problem with the McLaren engine is the top of it looks like shit. Like they knew they were going to cover it up. I don't know.
Oh, hold on. Looks really good.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Ouch.
I think once you see the top of this engine, you'll be very surprised
But
because
that's
there
what I'm
is a
saying.
difference on it.
Is it different now?
It's black instead of silver to signify the difference of the engine. So yeah, it does actually look a lot. When you shine a light on it, it actually really looks nice.
Okay, because on a 720, I'll pass.
So FYI, Mark, just so you know, so David is one of the engineers behind the 765. Just so you
Doesn't
know.
mean I would pull any punches. You know, Randy,
I am aware. I am aware.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
I think it's I think it's well known what I
The
think of McLaren.
Ultimate Series is more my
Wait,
cars now.
the weight savings on the 765, they say it's about 150 pounds, but that's if you dump the AC and what else?
It's literally, you have to get the center seats in it. You have to do AC, super lightweight wheels on it, and some other things like that. But
Yeah.
do you know what? The car is so light. I mean, when you look at it, I mean, 720S in itself was incredibly light. Like, well, I remember looking at it and just going, I don't even know how we're going to hit this weight target. So I was very impressed with what we did with that car, but then seeing what the guys have done with this one as well. And
What
the
does it weigh
engineering
wet?
job.
But realistically equipped with AC and seats, and I mean, they're all super lightweight wheels. That's not a choice. It has that.
Yeah.
What are you expecting? About 100 pounds, less than a 720? Most cars going
Yeah,
out.
I'd say a little bit more than that, I reckon, actually.
A little more than 100 pounds and at least 50 horsepower. You said that's worst case scenario, 50 horsepower.
That's, yeah, worst case scenario. I reckon, yeah. If it's cold outside, I mean, all of our cars, when it's cold, they kind of...
70 horsepower on a good day?
Actually, you know what? I don't know, really, if I'm honest.
You almost cornered him, man.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, we tried this before. This is not the first time we try this.
Yeah. And you buy it, and it's like, but Dave said I was gonna get 70.
And the 15% shorter gearing, I mean, that's going to help out on the acceleration through.
Yeah.
Wow,
The
right?
lower gear ratios really change the characteristics of the car, especially because that's why it's really interesting when you talk about rear end gear ratios, and that's kind of what I was talking to. I forgot your name, mate. Sorry. Like it's funny because I'm surprised you guys are going to a 410 or even like a 450 on the drift car. It does make sense, but that's quite a high gear considering how much power you're going through. So that's going to increase your torque significantly. Same thing kind of what we're doing as well, is when you put a higher gear ratio in the back, you're increasing your torque. And as you shift through the gears, it's going to be lightning fast. And it changes the characteristics of how the car feels.
So the transmission has the same gears, it's just the rear end you changed?
I think so. If I'm honest, I don't know that much detail.
Is it?
I know the rear end gears change.
What speed is the trans?
7.
Yeah,
7.
Still 7. Yeah.
Yeah, still 7. Hey, so
yeah,
no.
I mean, you don't want to go any.
That would lower the top speed because you changed the gear ratio?
Yes, it will.
Faster?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not
Change
the
top speed, but then you have aero as well. Aero load on it as well.
Gearing?
Well, now, sorry, I didn't hear it.
It's not the aero that's really slowing it down by 10 miles an hour. It's more the gearing.
Yeah, it's a mixture of both, really. I mean, once that wing pops up at certain, I think it's what's the speed? Actually, you know what? They're probably still tuning it, if I'm honest. Once the wing pops up in the front aero, you can probably see the front of the car significantly flatter at some points, especially on the edges, because that's when you get your real aero force, and that produces a lot of down. That essentially limits the car quite a bit when it comes to, like, if you look at Senna, for instance, that's pretty much a brick wall when you get to a certain speed.
Yeah.
You know, so aero load does hit quite hard, especially when you hit like 170, 180. You're really getting a lot of resistance against the car.
So is there active aero in the front of the 765 or no? It's just passive?
No. No, it doesn't have that.
The actual internal of the motor, the internals, is the same from the 720?
I don't know, if I'm completely honest. I haven't been involved, if I'm honest, I haven't been involved that much with that particular aspect of the car, more because I'm actually doing more Ultimate Series, so Elva and Speedtail have been my cars, if I'm honest, that I've been kind of working on lately. So 765, I think the internals, I think they did change a couple of things, but I'm not quite sure.
Who's gonna buy an Elva? Anybody here?
I think anyone here.
There is a couple of people watching they're getting one for sure.
I want to see Randy in an Elva. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a really cool car. It really is, genuinely. Like, the not having a windscreen does work. It does actually work.
So people are asking, let's do some questions here. Mark, a Lambo or Porsche? That's a dumb question.
Yeah, Lambo.
No offense, but
yeah.
Mike,
I'll take a broken Lambo over a Porsche.
Mike went off to go edit. Parker we're waiting on Parker. We don't know where he is. He's coming or not. I don't know.
Which horse, Ferrari or Porsche? People are asking.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche on that one.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I'm Italian and German, so I'm torn.
There's one question about Nobi. They said that Nobi is about to get ready for a casting couch.
Yeah, I saw that. It's funny.
A casting couch?
Casting couch. You got the couch behind it. You got the lights. You're ready.
I heard that from a mile away.
Am I going to the Freedom Factory?
We got to go to the Freedom Factory.
Who knows who sits there?
Yeah, we got to go.
We got to go see the cleaner.
Yep. Houston went to go change a diaper, literally. I like this. Car Trek opinions. What do you guys think of Car Trek?
You know, it was pretty well done. It was very much of a ripoff of Top Gear for sure.
Yeah.
They said that on the beginning anyway.
Huh?
I said they said that on the beginning that it was in
Yeah.
the spirit of Top Gear.
Right,
Who's
exactly.
gonna do a meth fueled Tiger King automotive documentary?
There you go.
That's what we need.
What's the best car you can buy, leave it completely stock, and offers the best experience?
I like that question right there. Yeah, exactly. Luke, I like that question.
Yeah, it's a good
I'll
question.
leave that to everybody. Everybody should answer that.
Porsche.
I think the Porsche
I'm
Turbo
gonna say
S.
GT3 RS all day.
Yep.
600.
Performante all day.
That's right.
versus
That's
the
right.
Porsche.
Performante.
Yeah. That's
No
three
Beatles.
things.
No
Three
Beatles.
things.
Carrera GT.
Wow.
That's not a
Year?
style car.
Year?
John
Should we do a year? Like, I mean, year, I guess.
Wait a second. Wait, wasn't there a price limit or some sort of?
Under
I think
under
year
100K.
should be.
No, it just said you have to leave it stock.
No, I heard under 100K.
Yeah, under
100K.
Under 100, I don't know.
Under 100, that's a challenge.
I don't think it should be priced.
You
I
can
think
find a heavily used Turbo S for under 100.
Right. A Porsche would be the #1 choice in that price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
you'd
A
be
Cayman GT4. is
Actually,
like
you know what?
Until the shocks fall out of it.
yeah, but the only other choice would be like a really crappy Gallardo. I mean,
Porsche under 100.
yeah.
997
Under
Turbo.
100.
Yeah, all day.
Cayman
See,
GT4.
Ariel Atom. Ariel Atom.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Except when it rains.
Ariel Atom.
It's a Honda motor. It's a
Fun
Honda
factor.
motor.
Oh, you can get a V8 Ariel Atom.
Have you seen the
they're
exoskeleton
super rare.
Miatas?
Is the Accord out of
Those are rad.
Rolls Royce or Bentley?
Rolls.
Rolls Royce.
Rolls.
For sure.
Ben want to be Rolls.
Yeah,
Everyone knows it.
for sure.
Bentleys are great cars. The Mulsanne is an amazing car.
Yeah, the Mulsanne has a lot of presence.
All right, Demon GT500 or CR1? CL1.
None.
GT500.
Say GT500.
Brooks's face.
Wait, can you do ZL1 1LE so it's like more track focused or no?
I mean, I guess.
Hey, look who's calling.
Oh my God. Is he done with the lip injections?
It has to be.
Done with your lip injections? Yeah.
They're a bit swollen. I've been trying to cover them up.
He's slurring his words, so it still hurts.
I'm about to slur my words too. I'll tell you that.
Just check
I'll
me.
drink to that.
Oh man, this is a hard one. What's the best project car to drag and drift? To do
240.
both?
240.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better.
Yep, I agree.
For
240
drag
with a
racing?
2J, baby.
McLaren, the 7.
For drifting, an S13. For dragging, an S14 with huge drag slicks in back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about an inch or two. So either one. I actually would take the S14 just because it's a little wider, but.
Yep.
I'm going to say, give me a
Well,
Corvette.
Doug, you
all
have
day
an S15 behind you, which I'm significantly jealous of because I love those cars.
I'm jealous of Randy as well because it's his.
Oh,
Hey, why?
You're
There's no way a 240 is better than a Corvette.
Hold on.
So
wait.
I will agree with that.
Somebody said there's no way.
100%. Out of the box, if I could build.
One at a time. Go.
Who said that a Corvette's better than a 240 for drifting?
Out of the box.
Out of the
I would
box?
say,
Out of
as
the
a
box.
Nissan guy that has 4 freaking 240s at his house right now, out of the box, you throw nothing on it but an angle kit. You have power. You have 50-50, which everybody doesn't think that you want good weight distribution, but you do. I mean, that's why I have everything in the rear. Corvettes are pretty, I mean, they're up and coming because they're becoming cheaper and the drift tax. So
yes,
I'm not gonna say that he's wrong at all.
Really? That's high praise, mate.
I mean, with that
you did
LS,
see-
that
Thanks,
LS.
guys.
you
I'm
can
going
put-
home
you can
later.
put-
That's all I wanted.
LS, you can put a turbo and you can make some good power.
So it has an LS from the factory. It's 50-50 weight distribution. It has double wishbone. So it's, I mean, naturally inherent mechanical
Completely
grip.
adjustable. So
Hey, so Jonathan, let's see that Cobra, bro.
Randy, what's one car you regret selling?
My 97 C4S.
His 88 CRX.
That's true. I didn't sell it. I didn't sell it. My brother-in-law wrapped it around a tree.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's devastating.
But it was wrapped around the tree and the engine was still running.
The tree bought it.
Yep, still running with 313,000 miles on it.
Oh,
what car do you regret buying?
What car do I regret buying?
You should ask that question to Jimbo.
All of the above.
My
He's got to be legal and drinking before he can.
My 99 Ford Explorer. That's what I hate.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's see. You want to do more questions here? Let's do.
Oh, there's one for Luke. Luke, would you trade your Porsche for a Super Trofeo Stradale?
No, we had that opportunity, and Brooks knows how that went.
Yeah, you wanted it and you didn't do it.
Yeah, because it wasn't as good of a car on track.
You wanted that car so bad.
I did, and then like when my mom went on Monday to go do it, I was like, I love the GT3. I'm happy I kept it.
the seats are brutal in the Lambo.
I have a question for everybody.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay, what's your question?
Jesco or AMG Project One?
Jesco.
Jesco. Okay.
First off, Mercedes needs to actually get the Project One running.
Yeah,
Exactly. It doesn't even exist.
Do you think it's going to be more exclusive, the Project One?
If it makes it onto Gran Turismo, we'll be lucky.
Project One is one engine, supposedly.
I think it'll be a great car. They definitely have the finances to do all the engineering work behind it. I think the hardest bit is there's a reason why Formula One engines aren't on road cars. They're incredibly difficult to get working, literally, when it comes to not running at super speed the whole time.
What's the teardown?
Oil change.
Yeah.
New Ford Bronco. I like that question. That's a great looking truck.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait to get it over to SVC, and we're going to mod a hell out of that thing.
I have a question because we got a bunch of petrol heads here.
People
I know.
You like the new look of the new Bronco?
I do. I think it looks I think it looks retro. I think it's got a nice, clean vibe to it. I think they're going to throw in a V8 into it, which is even better.
You think so?
I have a question. New Land Rover Defender or the Ford Bronco? Which one?
Defender.
Bronco.
Defender, probably.
Bronco.
I've never seen the Bronco, so I'm Defender right now.
I got my 300 TDI Defender right outside.
Depends where you want your license plate.
Is that a 110 or a 90?
90.
Yeah.
All right, this one's a good one. First car, everybody's first car. So Randy, start.
Ooh.
My first car was a 1984 Dodge Colt.
All right, my first car was a 1979 J40 Toyota Land Cruiser.
1975 Dodge Dart, slant 6. In your faces.
2004 F350 Power Stroke.
I did a 2000 Mercury Cougar, and it was an automatic body.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's just devastating.
We're sending
I had
flowers.
a 1987 Mercury Lynx XR3 5-speed.
Oh.
Ooh.
96.
Sorry, Brooks, what was yours again?
I think I beat you all at the worst first car.
Prove it.
Go.
1989 Pontiac Le Mans.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a proper name. That is.
87 ESP Escort.
Yes.
Word.
I was a 92 Nissan Pathfinder.
Ooh, I got you. I got a 94
two-doors,
Nissan
right?
Altima GLE. Still have it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that thing's been sitting in your
Still have
driveway, Jimbo.
Huh?
I had a 95
Mine's a
Mitsubishi Eclipse
19
GST.
Ooh, Ooh, GSD.
1984.
Hell yeah, front wheel drive.
I had an
a
01
GT3.
Eclipse GT 5-speed.
Oh,
There you go.
You got to get the drop top one so you can Tyrese shift.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimbo, hello.
Cue the Fast and Furious music.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? Where did you actually? You said that was from a previous video. What previous video was that Mohawk supposed to be for?
No, plan of a previous.
I want to know what the original plan was on that.
It's part of the 1,000 car.
Oh no, we're not gonna go there. No, just that'll be an hour.
Never made it out. There's a couple of supplies back here that never made it.
That's good.
And I was cleaning out my office, and this is what came above.
I don't see you in the ad.
I just clicked off to be able to call you. 1 sec.
Oh, just yeah, okay. Just get back up. I'll watch. All right, bye.
AMG GTR R8 V10 Plus or GT3 RS as a daily.
GT3 RS.
GT3 RS.
AMG.
AMG.
As a daily.
It's a daily AMG.
Daily, dude. You want to bend.
Listen, for the Remestance conversation, I will be the one that's right. Whatever I say, go with me.
I like that. I like that.
I like the
You want the Benz. GT3 will just rattle your spine too much, mate. Just shaking the whole time.
Go with the Benz.
For sure.
I mean, I have no problems. I drove mine all the way back from Miami in 2 days.
Yeah, but you're you.
You're young and invincible still.
Yeah, sure.
675
wait until you get a
458 Speciale.
What was that again?
675 LT or Speciale 458 Speciale.
675.
Neither buy a Lambo.
Speciale.
Speciale.
There's Mondi. What's up,
really?
buddy?
Have you driven a Speciale and a 675 LT back to back? You'll change your mind instantly.
The 675 would do it
now. All I know is McLaren's brake.
Randy, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
McLarens break when you tune them.
Why is everyone's volume so muted?
Entertain us, Mondi.
I don't
What's
know.
up, Mondi?
No one's muted. Everybody can hear you.
I can hardly hear you guys.
Because you have a piece of shit Apple phone.
Is that Houston?
Turn your volume up.
No.
Fellas, what's up, Chris? What's up, Doug? What's up, Jimmy?
What's up?
Jason, you piece of shit. What's up? What's up, John? Hey, Jason, you're not still hurt over there, losing against the go-kart, right? All right, 1 second. I got to flip this.
I was crying earlier.
Hey, Houston, what's up? I can't hear you
he's
guys.
back.
I
He
got
was
to log
changing
out
the
and log
diaper.
back in.
You gotta log out, log back
Hey,
in.
Mike.
You can't hear us at all, Mondi?
Cool,
Yo,
let's talk shit about him.
let's do that anyway.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I can hear you guys now.
All right, cool.
It's always him.
I got to flip it, right?
Yeah, like that. Keep it like that. Yep.
Cool. What's up, Mark?
Hey, buddy,
How you doing?
in your business. Entertain us.
Yeah, show.
Okay,
show-
who do we have here? What's up,
Are you
Jonathan?
drinking a Corona?
Yeah, I know. Modelo.
Oh,
Dude,
hold on.
sorry
Somebody
for
said
being so
Corona.
late.
Hold on.
Hunter,
I
get the
literally-
Corona.
Cheers.
Get the
I
Corona.
literally pushed the
Don't
super
even-
trophy
don't
out in
even
the trailer all by myself, an inch at a time.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
so
See what you're getting at there, Hunter.
here's a good question. Reventon or Kunta?
or what?
Reventon or what?
Or what?
Reventon.
Reventon all day.
Reventon.
Not even.
Reventon.
Yeah.
What was the second option?
Kuntash.
Oh, Reventon. Oh, that's a dumb
Reventon,
question.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How you guys holding up?
We're here.
Oh, no. I'm not doing all right, but okay, we'll find out.
Yeah, me neither. Seriously, times are just, it's so tough for me. It really sucks. Like, not just financially and economically, but my best friend got hair plugs, so I can no longer make fun of his baldness.
Oh!
It's only 5 minutes in. I've been here for 5 minutes.
That's gonna start.
Quote of the day: my best friend
We
got
got a
hair
nice little
plugs.
buzz going.
Oh man. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
I thought you got a haircut though. Like, made it really short. You don't have to hide the baldness anymore. I see it's growing in. That's good.
Karma's a
Yeah,
bitch,
I'm on
and
month
give it a
number
couple
4.
years.
So at month number
I
6,
know.
I look
That's
like
the worst part. And in like 2 months, he's gonna have more hair than both of us.
I've already got. Like, It wasn't until I saw YouTube that I have a bald spot in the back, so
Oh.
that pissed me off.
Oh, I like this question. What
Jimbo,
are all
do not make
dream
me laugh.
cars? What's our dream car? Everybody, what's your dream car?
My dream car is the hypercar Houston and I are building.
2012 Mazda 3.
Houston, was that a good answer?
2004.
It's the best
Lamborghini
answer because it's
Murcielago.
literally my dream car too.
Yeah, that's right.
I love the design that I've chosen because it just it's the perfect.
The design was
mix.
kind of me. It wasn't really you.
Was it anything you? We had one conversation and I went and got it finished.
Hey, can I see that lime green Porsche?
McLaren F1 LM.
Yeah, let's see that. Let's see that RWB.
Ooh.
Oh my God, it's an RWB.
Hey,
Mark,
Mondi, parts are in, baby.
John.
Yeah, parts
F1.
came in, right? Finally.
Parts are in.
Nice.
All
right,
but
so
you
here's
you come after Randy though.
And
here's a good one. Here's a good one.
Man,
Which one out of all of us has the fastest car? Period.
I do. 100%.
I mean, you,
Why does he fucking speak?
No, but top speed or acceleration.
Oh my. Let me show you guys the fastest car. One sec. Let me grab my keys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Jeep Gladiator for the win.
I mean, for the top speed, I have the top speed car sitting right here.
Yeah.
You're retarded. My car does 262.
No one cares.
How about power to weight?
Yeah, but will take it that fast?
Yeah, is it
How
top
about this?
speed?
Who will actually take their car to its top speed?
I'll do it. I've done
I'll take mine to
238.
the top speed.
I don't have my glue tires on.
I've definitely taken mine to top speed.
Yeah, mine too.
Same.
My Mazda, it's about 120 120 miles
Hey,
an hour.
you do it going down the street here. Like top speed's like 63.
Yeah, I think I got 155 on
That's
the
exactly
BMW.
before I blow a bag. Yeah.
Sure.
My top speed recorded is 221.
McLaren P1 or Senna?
P1.
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 Then, P1's
Hey, can anyone hear me?
Done both.
Is
P1.
someone is seriously asking Randy, where's Damon? He's in Canada, guys.
The fuck would he be invited here for anyways?
Exactly, seriously.
Randy.
Be nice. Be nice.
Randy.
Can hear you.
Hey, I no longer have Wi-Fi. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Someone said Hunter has the coronavirus.
We cannot hear you.
All right, whatever. You don't need to hear me. You guys can see.
You can see it.
Is this a flex? I wasn't ready.
Yeah, he's flexing. He's
trailer's
opening the
that?
trailer.
Dumbass race car.
It's not that hard to open up that.
Is there going to be a Beetle inside there? I think so.
Hair care products.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Hairspray.
That's actually sexy.
Yeah, that's better. That's
That's
better.
real sexy.
Yeah.
Taking it out on Friday, so in 2 nights.
I challenge you with my Ford GT in that car to a Le Mans race. We got to run for it. We got to get in the car. We got to get in the car and go around 3 laps, and I'll bet you I'll beat you.
Man, that would be
You think you'll beat me?
Yes, because it'll take you 20 minutes to start your car.
That's funny. I should run out of fuel on it today.
Don't you start after it started?
Yeah, and you have no idea how
kind
much
of fuel do you
in
run?
that car.
Say it again.
You have no idea
What kind of fuel are you running that thing?
100 octane.
No, but you don't know how much is in there because no gas tank. There's no meter.
Is it leaded?
No, I love that car, man. I love that car. It's amazing.
Is that a GT3 race car?
Yes, it is.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ed, is
super.
that a Nissan hardbody across the street, Ed?
Randy, can people see us?
Yeah, we're on my YouTube channel right now.
But like, can they see everybody here?
Yep. If you actually open YouTube and keep it like muted, you can see what everybody's seeing.
Yeah, I've got the YouTube open right now. I'm seeing
That's how
everything.
we're reading the questions.
So
Is there a way that you can like cover your part so no one can see us, Randy? So I can show you something?
How's that pop?
That's not really possible.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting live.
Send it directly to his phone.
Just send it. Just text him, right?
What's on the other side of this phone is our hypercar, and I wanted to show you guys.
Text it to me.
Don't show it.
Mark, any teasers of the Mercy?
Any what?
Any teasers of the Mercy?
For the only teaser we're putting out is the one that you guys saw on the Savage Garage page.
That was a good
Of
video.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, here's a good one. F40. or
John, where you staying at? Miami?
Yeah.
Looks cool.
Ooh. 40.
What's up, Jimmy?
One baller luxury car. What's your choice?
All right, I'm like scrolling through the pages right now, seeing
Rolls
everyone.
Royce. If you're
Hey,
gonna
bro.
do a baller car, Rolls Royce all day long.
Luxury car?
Yep.
Yes.
Ford Contour.
What was the name?
Hey,
of
where's
that?
Parker at?
What was that two-door?
Parker's being a bitch currently.
Yeah, Parker is not come, hasn't come yet.
He's a hoe.
He's
I wanna make fun
driving
of him.
his P1 right now, guys. Relax, you know.
No, he's lying about how much you paid
What
for
was
it.
that?
That's what he's
What
doing.
was the name?
All right. Truth or dare? Yeah. You guys think Parker really bought it?
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
think
just
he
want to
did.
see that RWD
All right.
or RWD.
Who's asking?
The Porsche with uneven panels.
Oh,
Ooh.
Damn.
Wow.
Shit.
Jimbo.
That was rough.
Sorry.
Remember when you said you were gonna mute me?
I want to see it.
Drunk.
Randy,
I work on Porsches, but I'm a Japanese guy.
Randy,
Who? Who's talking right now? Sorry, there's so many pages I got to scroll through.
Houston, you texting it?
can you see this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Holy crap.
There's the ass of the car.
Mondi, are you swiping?
You just
Yeah.
revealed that to everybody. You know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the
Right,
back.
right.
It's not a big deal. I want to
Hey,
reveal
Houston.
the design here this month anyways.
Send me a text.
We're doing it in March, you moron.
What do you mean March? It's fucking May.
Oh, yeah, sorry, May.
Actually, it's
May.
April.
It's April. Yeah.
No, I've said our release is in May.
April.
April Fool's.
I know it's
May
currently
17th.
April, but our release is in May.
So you have
Yeah, May 17th.
This is great. Yeah. By the way, I bought 4 Paganis. You know.
Why?
Fools.
All right. All right.
The comments start coming.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Who has gotten the most tickets in a single pullover?
Mine was
I
8.
got arrested. I got 9.
What's it?
Okay, you
take
beat
that
me.
one.
there. Mine, my 7-foot ticket was 8.
Oh, okay.
arrested moves
I
you
was
to
in a
the
high-speed
top.
pursuit once. I don't think anyone, and I got caught.
Ooh. Houston, when's
Yeah.
my order again?
How long did it go on? Just out of curiosity.
What?
We're currently
When
in
you
the
were running, how long did it go?
stage, Randy.
It was about.
my other
it was
investor
like
needs
6
extra money
minutes.
right now.
So I had passed
Did
everyone.
you pull
So-
over or did they pit maneuver you?
Sorry, who's asking? Jimbo, right? That sounds
Yeah.
like Jimbo.
Yep.
Sorry, I got to scroll to your
You
face.
good. Was it a pit maneuver or was it it was
No, okay. So I just put a super. I was like 17 at the time. I just put a supercharger on my first car. It was an IS 300. So I get
Why
on
would
the
you put a
freeway.
supercharger on IS 300?
What was that? Oh, anyway.
Doug.
I didn't hear him. Whatever. So I do a pull. I slow down. I see lights behind me. So I'm like, fuck this. I do another pull. Hey, Rocky, shut up. Sorry, that's my dog. Do another pull. And like 4 minutes has passed. I don't see the cop anymore. I get on another freeway, the 134, and it's jam-packed. There was an accident over there.
Oh, shit.
So he catches up to me and like a minute later, pulls me over. As soon as I get off the freeway, there's like 6 cop cars waiting there. There's a helicopter there. So police officer comes up to me and I'm like, holy shit, like what the hell do I do at this point? So I just like start shaking my hands and I don't know if I'm incriminating myself. No, it's been like 13 years, so I'm good. So
allegedly.
This is all for
yeah,
this is all
allegedly.
for live
Allegedly,
streams.
allegedly.
This didn't happen.
Mexico. Yeah. Cop comes up to me. I'm like, oh my God, thank God you're here, officer. Like I'm shaking. She's like, thank God I'm here. I'm gonna take you to jail. Like, what do you mean, thank God I'm here? I'm like, these guys, 4 guys in a white Camry, I think I said, bald-headed guys pulled
There's
a
a
gun
white
on me. I had no
Bronco.
idea what to do. So I just
White
voted.
Bronco.
Dude, I said the same thing a long time ago. I got out of a ticket the same way.
That's funny.
So you
yeah,
basically so you basically pulled a Tommy boy. You just got out of
Yeah.
the car, like, oh my God, beast.
Car didn't get impounded. I got a ticket, failure to yield, going over 100 miles an hour. And I forget what the third charge was, but it was 6 points all in one ticket.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. my
Oh,
license
just-
was suspended.
okay, so that's what I walked in on. $850 and 10 points when driving Randy's Turbo S.
And they didn't even clock you. That's the best part.
They didn't even clock me.
How do you get 10 tickets at $850?
No, you
That
got 10
sounds
points.
real
Hunter.
cheap.
You didn't get 10 tickets. You got 10 points.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
he
cool.
pulled
Whenever
me out of
someone
the car.
talks,
He
it
said,
switches
"Get
over.
the
That's
fuck
awesome.
out of the car."
He
And
had
then,
one too many Coronas. That's the problem.
I got
La Ferrari or
I just
Pagani
figured it out.
La Ferrari or Pagani Wire.
Did you see F50 versus P72?
I don't even
Does everyone
like
know that the
Ferrari,
P72 is really just going to be a overglorified Mustang?
It doesn't
I
seem
don't
like
think
they do.
I like the P72 a lot. I'm
I
at,
do too. It's just it's not going to be what it was at Quail.
It is.
No, the
V12
it's not.
naturally aspirated and stick shift.
They're not using the V12. They're using a V8. But
I know.
it'll be nice.
And isn't it a derivative of Ford motor or something?
I have no idea.
Like a
It's
Voodoo.
a Roush engine.
It's
They're
not
going
gonna
with
be
the
in a
original
manual,
Roush
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, one sec. I'm gonna bring my laptop so I can read the questions.
Yeah.
No manual.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. This one is easy. I know everybody's gonna know this one. What state is the worst state to drive in?
Virginia.
It starts with a V.
Virginia.
It ends in an A.
Virginia.
Yep. Everybody, people are asking what are our COVID-19 thoughts.
We already went through that.
Everyone stay home.
We all love it. It's wonderful. No,
It's amazing.
it sucks.
It's great for business.
I can't wait for July. That's what I think of that.
Hey, silver lining, we're doing this right now.
Favorite car from Geneva? It's got to be the Gamera. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Camaro.
I kind of like the Jesco Absolute. I think it looks a lot better without the big wing on it. I don't really like. I've seen the Jesco in person like 3 times, and it's still not growing on me. I don't know, but without the wing, maybe. It's just the headlights.
I'm with you. I don't know. Koenigsegg's just aren't aggressive enough for me, and they're not clean enough for me. You know, like they're just meh. They don't excite me at all.
I feel like every Koenigsegg owner that can't afford the Jesco says that though. Right? Like all they can afford is the entry level Koenigsegg.
I'm sure.
used
I'm sure.
CCX.
Yep. My CCX is so much better than the Jesco, obviously. Yep.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we're all jealous.
I mean, hey, I'd say the same thing about an Aventador. I mean, with my my base 04 Mercy, so you know.
Somebody said
I'd actually take a Mercy over an Aventador.
Somebody
You're
said
stupid.
RX-7 FD or Super MK4. I have to go with the Dorito. To be completely
No,
honest.
Super.
Go with the straight Dorito.
No, Super.
Listen.
FD with an LS. Boom.
There you go. There you go. He said it. There we go.
All right.
Wait. Did you just say that Supra is the DeLorean of the 90s?
That is the DeLorean of the 90s.
Oh.
That's an
Can't agree with that, but
comparison.
Overrated.
Andy's Twin Turbo 3RS versus Randy's Ford GT.
You know, what was it? The Mondi's
His-
car?
Yeah, his Twin Turbo 3RS.
Oh, he'd destroy me.
Yeah, so I haven't really told anyone, but the car is getting meth and higher boosts right now. Second Tawny.
So Mondi, what is that car doing 60 to 130 right now?
Hey, John.
Someone's thing's echoing a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's Mondi because you have the laptop and everything now.
I have a genuine question because I might just be on crack here. That's what Randy thinks. He's probably not far off, but
Randy's
I want
right.
So
Let's hear it.
Oh, see. Anyway, so I want to race my Mercy against Mike's C8. And,
You're gonna get clapped. You're gonna get clapped.
Yeah, don't do
yeah.
it.
Well, the thing is, if you look at horsepower numbers with, it's
Matter.
got a straight pipe from the motor. You know, just complete straight pipe. The car doesn't have a tune. Hold on.
Didn't you do a whole
Let
video
me
on
finish.
this?
Shh.
Already?
I want someone to explain why I'm wrong. But the C8, the weight of the Mercy and the C8 are basically the same. They're totally like a 50
One word, Jimbo. One word, Jimbo. Full clutch.
Yeah, well, but the
Dual
thing is, I have like 80, not 100, but like 80 wheel horsepower on it.
Doesn't matter. Dual clutch.
Launch control.
At like a
Like,
six,
it's all
at
about
like a
getting-
60.
It doesn't even matter about engine. It's all
Think
about the
of the
gearbox.
A
Trust
stock
me. Like,
GTR
you'll get killed.
would beat your Mercy, and it's got 495 horsepower.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for
Think
all
so.
on.
Get in?
It would smack your Mercy. It's like
For all the
way they
Porsche
put
guys,
delivery
look when
down with dual
PDK
clutch.
came out versus the old setup.
Gotcha, you're in.
PDK transformed the car.
Yep.
PDK
Yeah.
is the tits.
Yeah, literally. Best thing that Porsche's ever done.
Specific about it. We
Should we
need
go
an
to the next
idea.
question?
Those
And this is
we're
coming
still
from a
testing.
dude that doesn't like anything but manuals.
I have
Manuals
a
suck.
question for Mondi. So when you do the meth, are you gonna have to fill it with windshield washer fluid or just the normal setup?
That's actually kind of funny.
From my
Asking for a friend.
Boost juice.
From my understanding, windshield wiper fluid is it's a
It
substitute.
depends
right?
on if it's winter blend or if it's summer blend because it's a
He's
different
trying-
ethanol.
he's
Or, I'm
trying-
sorry, it's a different content.
Yeah, he's trying to make fun of Randy right now because the proper meth
okay.
is only B1. That's
Okay.
it. Proper
I-
meth.
I-
It's
I'm
the only
sorry.
meth.
I'm like
Randy's brain.
I was gonna say, I remember I accidentally filled up Randy's reservoir in the Turbo S with wiper fluid because it said wiper fluid.
What
on
were
the
you saying,
reservoir.
Mondi?
Like, no, that's the meth injection. That's the reservoir for that. I
If
was
you
like,
use
Fun
content,
fact.
it's different.
Washer
Ooh.
fluid is methanol. It just
Yeah.
is a certain percentage.
watered down.
Right. That's why you use
Yeah.
concentrate meth. That's why you use concentrate
Yeah.
wiper fluid.
What's
You
that?
come
I
to me
won't
and you
try it,
get the
guys.
good
Let's say
stuff
that.
and it's 70%.
That's
He's good.
That's what it was, guys. That's the stuff that Greg
Yeah.
brought in the drum. That's all that liquid was. It wasn't like straight windshield wiper fluid from the freaking 7-Eleven.
Here's a
Remember
good
the
question
whole,
for
the whole
Houston.
front of the truck or Turbo S was full of windshield washer
It
bottles.
was filled of gallons that were filled with his
Yeah.
with his drum.
Was it this stuff right here?
Yes, thank you.
E85, freaking hell.
Well, yeah. What's that, Brooks? Is that your washer fluid?
Yeah. You want some?
No, I got boost juice now. Here.
Yeah, this is cheaper boost juice.
Actually, question. How many of you are running E85 on your cars?
Me?
If I ran that, my car would blow up.
I've never ran it.
It is a godsend.
We didn't do a map for the GT on it.
I'm working on it. I need bigger fuel pumps and bigger injectors.
Just do yourself a favor, get an ethanol content sensor and
course.
you can switch back and forth.
Yeah, of course. That's
And
the only way.
essentially over 50%, it's from my understanding, a negligible gain, but either way, you have a content sensor and it will remap and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Verify.
Why is everybody asking to see Jimbo's cat?
Because I'm trying to get her right now.
Oh, it's Jimbo's cat's famous.
Oh, that's funny. Should we start answering some of these questions?
Oh, everybody wants to know who the best driver is.
Oh boy.
Mondi, don't even raise your hand. You know
I'm voting Axe. I hate to say it, I'm voting Axe.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna
Axe
vote
was
John
the
as
only
well.
one that could drift the C6 at the track, like actually, like really well.
Jimmy, believe in me, Jimmy. I got you.
I honestly think.
You know what? I've got to say, John is a really good driver.
Yep.
Yeah, I honestly think this needs to be settled on a track.
I agree.
Good. I know who the worst driver is. The guy that's going to lose is Houston. He can only go fast in a straight line. He's the worst when it comes to turns.
I'd rather be the worst
Because,
driver.
you know,
and
he's
surprise
like
everybody
really
than be the
short.
best driver and fail.
It's because he's so short.
Hey, in
he
all
can't see over
fairness, the
turn,
worst
you know?
driver
He
out of
doesn't know
all
where
of
the
us
next
is
turn
probably the best driver compared to everyone else.
There you are, Casey.
Houston.
she is.
Fun being the worst driver with the best cars, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody always wants to be the worst driver with the best car, you know?
Doing cuts.
I guarantee you Manny Koshman is not a good driver, but everybody wants to be Manny
Horrible.
Koshman. You know?
Horrible.
Well, yeah, I would
He's
love to have
amazing.
7 McLaren SLRs and
Yeah.
never talk into anything besides the monotone.
Well, he doesn't get out to drive them. I mean, he's still got one of the most amazing collections
Ever.
ever. Yeah.
Manny's got the eyes of some, like he's definitely killed people.
I still say Ralph Lauren has the best car collection.
Yeah,
He has one of the biggest car collections.
Now, Ralph has the best cars. Jay has the biggest.
Jay's
Ralph
Not
Ralph
the
Lauren's
biggest,
car-
but he's
Sultan of Brunei. Sultan of
yeah.
Brunei.
There's like guys that
Dude, I want to go there so bad.
Yeah, but the specific cars that Ralph Lauren owns, I mean,
Exactly.
He's got the most expensive car collection probably out there.
Sultan of Brunei.
that's because he just buys them and puts them in his garage.
He has one off Ferrari and Lamborghini and all of them. Pininfarina made him wagon 575s.
Did you guys see this?
See what?
They made a McLaren GT SUV.
That's stupid.
That was
so great, though.
April's Fool. April's Fool.
Doesn't look that bad.
Who's peeing?
Somebody's peeing.
I've seen it a couple times. What happened to my C5? That's a really good
That's
question.
Doug. Doug's not on camera. Doug's peeing.
Doug.
You guys should be on the conference. The girl thinks you're shit.
It doesn't sound like that when I pee.
Sounds healthy. I'm glad for it.
Or Ventador.
Got a
Sounds like
good
you got the
flow.
microphone on his belt.
A Ventador.
When he comes back, he's not going to realize it. I think he's going to. He doesn't.
Hey, who's this Austin guy saying Randy has the smallest wiener?
Wait.
He's a guy that's about to get deleted because I'm a
No.
moderator.
The guy can't spell. He meant to say Houston, but I don't know why.
Wait, Austin what? Hold on, Austin what? What's his last name?
Austin Siller. Hey, you know the size of my penis. Your mom doesn't mind.
Come on, don't do that.
Thoughts on many Hoshbins.
Wow.
Okay, so Kenny's asking me what my thoughts are on the oil industry. I'm just gonna answer this because I've seen him ask like 5 times.
Because you're going broke.
Yeah. Oil is going back up, actually. The feds are purchasing a ton to have as a reserve because the prices are so low. It's going to go back up. In about a month or two, I think the U.S. is going to put some sanctions against Saudi and Russia. We're not going to import any more oil from them. So prices over here will go up. I hope that answers it, Kenny. Another question.
No more cheap
Houston,
gas.
why are you so ugly?
Who?
Someone's asking why Houston's so ugly.
Probably these cardiac muscles, you know?
I love your guys' rivalry because it's so intense, like jokingly, but I know it's like extremely real. Like I love it.
There's not a person I want more to lose my phone number than that guy down there. Okay, every time I want him to unfollow me, unsubscribe. I don't want him around. All right.
Who are you talking about?
You.
Oh shit.
All right. It's Corona time.
Hey, Mondi, somebody was asking earlier, like, how did your lip appointment went?
It went really well, bro. That's why I was so late today. You know, I hope I covered it up for you guys. I hope you guys can't tell, you know, that it's
good. It looks good.
Houston,
Looks great,
did
honestly.
you get the pinky ring?
Hunter, you don't play. Death and destruction is what you're doing.
Hey, did me really quick YouTube?
Oh god.
All right, let's go back to some car shit.
Yeah.
Randy,
Yes,
I
agree.
That's
Hey, no more this versus that.
Well, people love to ask
Speed on a
those
ticket.
questions. I understand
There
why.
was a
How about, wait,
question.
hey, hang on. How about
The
the
fastest
worst car?
speed on a ticket. Who's got the fastest speed on a ticket?
Oh wait, no, I wasn't clocked. It doesn't count.
I'm not gonna lie.
It would have to be on a ticket, not clocked. It would have to be on a ticket.
Have to get a ticket? I gotta weigh it
The question was
134.
on a ticket.
Yeah,
So
but
on
I mean,
a ticket.
I'm just gonna say, that's not me, but when I got pulled over in
What was
Randy's
that?
Turbo S, I was going a solid 150.
But you didn't get clocked.
Dog. It's Dog.
Doug's working on cars.
who's working on cars?
Someone else.
Doug is working on the car.
Doug's turning on his blue car.
Hey, mute his shit.
Yes, I
Almost popped the clutch into the camera.
I just
Oh, he's
muted
out of
it.
here.
Oh, he's actually pulling it out.
That's how you leave a vlog right
Burn
there.
out of the garage.
Yeah, first you take a piss and then you leave.
Great.
All on camera or video.
Thoughts on, it's a little bit random, but because I was talking shit earlier, I'll say thoughts on Manish Koshman. I'm sure he's a great guy. I mean, people like that garner a following. He seems like a nice person.
Hey, Doug, how was your pee?
I've heard.
Yeah, because everyone heard it.
Someone said they heard something about.
He's a grower, not a shower, boys.
Oh, it sounded healthy. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I like that question.
Okay.
What's the worst car we've ever had?
Right. I just
I
saw
like
a
that
question
one.
here.
I like that one. Worst car ever.
Oh, my
Car
C5
ever.
Corvette.
Chrysler Crossfire.
Plymouth, Plymouth Prowler. Plymouth Prowler.
Oh, dude, I want one of those so
Oh,
bad.
that car is actually pretty cool.
Dude, can we get one of those and just swap like a 2J or like a Hellcat into
Yes,
it?
yes.
Like that's what we should do because we could get one for like because nobody actually drives those things.
They're
You can find a total one
22K.
for, like
I saw one 2 days ago in Malibu. No, they're between 20 and 25K. I saw one 2 days ago in Malibu. Thought
Let's
about
find
getting
one
one,
that's
turning
not
it into
clean.
like a rat rod.
Like get one and put like 25-inch wheels on the back on each side.
No, probably the worst car is the GMC Gremlin.
Who has the best?
GMC.
I had an Audi V6 S4, and it's the worst car I ever had.
I had a Pontiac Fiero. It was pretty terrible.
The best car build on YouTube.
I actually had to pump the clutch every time I had to shift.
The Aztec, Pontiac Aztec.
Dude, those are going up.
Oh,
in,
yes.
No, they're not going up in value anymore.
But everybody, every car looks like the Aztec now.
The worst
All right,
thing about the
so-
Pontiac Aztec is someone actually looked at that car in a design studio and says, yes, make it.
What,
This
yeah,
makes
funny
no
about
sense
Did
to me.
anybody ever see
everybody-
video on that?
Every
Donut Media
SUV
did a
looks
really
like it
good
now.
little piece on the up to speed thing on the Aztec, and I agree. Like it was actually kind of ahead of its time. Ugly as sin, but like that was the first crossover, and they weren't hot at the time. Now that's all that people buy.
You're right, Jimbo. You're right.
So what's the worst supercar? The worst sports car?
What the hell is that noise?
It's dog. It's dog again.
He's moving the car.
Moving cars.
There's my 200-mile-an-hour ticket.
Oh, there you go. 200-mile-an-hour ticket.
Says it
That
on
was
that.
impressive. Houston, I can tell you that making a video about a ticket that's really long, it guarantees you at least 350,000 views. So
That's about 300,000 more than Houston usually gets.
It's a bonus if the cops kick the shit out of you.
Randy,
Yes.
worst supercar you've ever owned?
Worst supercar I ever owned.
There.
that's a good question.
720S.
I don't know. I honestly just bought a Diablo, so I think it's going to remain to be seen.
No, the Diablo's a
that
great
car.
car.
There's not enough factors to that. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
this car Randy's ever purchased is a 720. That thing was
No
a
way you
piece
can
of
answer
shit.
that.
Yeah, 720 all the way.
That
Why
spider.
do all
Yeah.
the roof panels
Nah.
crack on the 720?
Hey, Brooks is
Oh,
running good.
that was hilarious. It was just
All right,
hilarious.
all right. I think the
Why do all the
720.
roof panels crack on the 720?
I think the 720 is a cool car. I think each car has its own problems. Both the 720s had their own problems, but they were fast as hell.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
that's not making it the worst supercar. I'm sorry.
To me, it is.
What
Randy,
was
your car was
the
brand
worst
new. It had
last car for you
300
guys
miles.
to own?
And the
Yeah,
door
Randy-
wouldn't open.
Mondi, go ahead.
Yeah, your 720 had 300 miles when I drove it. I drove it, what was it, like 200 miles the first day. I got stuck inside, the doors wouldn't open up.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
the
remember
windshield
that.
cracked. 500. Jason was there, remember that?
Yeah.
So was John.
Agreed.
The car had 500 miles with a cracked windshield, and the door, and the
Agreed.
car wouldn't start afterwards. I got stuck on the side of the freeway when I got pulled over.
No,
I turned the car
that-
on.
because,
didn't wanna
and
let
I
you
walked
out.
right up to it and started it right away. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
It didn't lay out.
Your operator.
No, you remember that, right?
Hang on. So
Yeah,
number
it was
one,
a fun day.
the glass issue for McLaren. We all know McLaren had a huge issue, and come on,
They
You
still
know,
do. I have a
David-
brand new
David-
2020 one. It cracked after a week.
David,
It's not
you wanna-
anything new.
David, do you want to respond to that one?
I don't know. I think it's fixed now. Pretty.
Right, it is fixed right now.
I'll say it is
They've
fixed.
started to use chicken wire for the windshields now, so they're not going to have those problems anymore.
Never works.
Not a chance.
Yeah, but Brooks, what's the fastest car you've ever owned?
That's why the Elva doesn't have a
720.
windshield.
I love it.
Agent topic.
But the worst supercar I've ever had was my Ferrari F430.
Yes.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Why? Yeah, why?
I mean, I got 6 weeks after I had it, needed $14,000 in fixes.
Did it crack the headers?
Top and
What
everything.
did you do to it?
Cracked it. I didn't do anything. Cracked the exhaust manifold.
That's it. Done. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and that's the wife's car. It wasn't even.
it wasn't even for me. Every time I turn the key, I'm like, please no weird fucking lights or something going wrong or something breaking. That was the worst part.
Yo,
Parker
fuck
just-
Ferrari.
What was
Parker-
what is your guys'
Ooh.
worst car, like biggest pain in the ass to own?
Ferrari.
Mazda 3.
My McLaren 720.
The bags.
All my cars have been good. Honestly, I've never had any issues with mine. Mark will attest to that. Both of my Mercies that I had, I beat the living shit out of them. Those things were the most reliable cars I've ever had. My
Yeah, you're
Gallardos.
welcome. You're welcome, Edmund. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Houston, someone from Hawaii sold the 918.
I hate to say it, but it helps when you got Mark like there just to say fix this every night.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right.
All right, I got a question, Mondi. Why would you turbo that car and not just buy a GT2 RS?
Because his car's better.
Question, Brooks. I'm happy you asked me. Okay, so the GT2 RS just sounds like shit, bro. It's got no engine tone at all. From a 3.8, it's got low compression, 9:1 compression ratio. The GT3 RS has a 13.3:1 compression ratio and a 4.0 liter engine. It just screams all the way up to 9,000 as opposed to 7,200. So that's the reason I got it. And now it makes more power than a tuned and straight pipe GT2 RS. And it has the engine tone to go along with it, and the 9,000 RPM redline.
13-to-1 compression loves turbos too, Brooks.
How long is it going to be before you send a rod to my zip code?
I will say, I'm like, that's high compression and turbos.
Yeah.
Funny.
You're brave. You're very brave.
Hey, we do have a Deadpool going over at AGX on that thing if anybody wants in.
I want in. I want in.
So hold on, Monday. You haven't lowered the compression at all. You left the compression the same. You turbo it.
No. We changed the compression on it. We changed the compression.
How?
Okay, good.
Yeah, we took it up. Yeah, we took it up to 15.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm joking. No, it's got stock compression.
So Houston, why'd you sell the 918? Someone's asking.
Because Houston's a bitch and he can't drive. The car 918 was too much power for him.
Listen, why didn't Edmund, who promised to buy the 918, buy the 918? He drove it for one block and was like, "No, this car's
when I was in Europe." You called me, "Hey, I got an offer for 150K over than what I paid for it. Do you mind if I sell it?" I said, "Go ahead, make your money on it."
Because
that's
you
supposed to be my car.
150 over what I paid was MSRP.
I wanted to pay what you
under
paid
MSRP.
for it. Who sells their best friend a car for an extra $150,000?
It was still a good deal. The car's for sale right now for $200 what I sold it for.
We're business partners, we're best friends, and you're trying to make $150,000 off of me.
I said I would only do it for 100 over, but you got to be realistic.
I love it.
Hey, Mondi.
The last time you gave me your remember the 6-speed Mercy? You're like, "Oh, just give me 300."
Hey, Houston, I want to buy you out. What would it cost for me to be Mondi's best friend?
Oh man,
can I get that title for 150 over?
Yeah.
150. I'll give that title up.
Brilliant.
Hey, Mondi, he was going to sell it to me for what he paid for it. So there you go.
I didn't hear you guys.
All right.
No, but serious thoughts though. Like you had that car for very little time, Houston. You didn't like.
I bought that car because I actually had bought a Senna first, and the deal on the Senna fell through because the owner got cold feet because they started to kind of like tank, and he thought if he held on to it, it'd be popular and it would go back up. And I was paying $150 under MSRP for a $970,000 Senna. And the guy came to do the deal and he said no. And the guy Carter that I bought the 918 from was leaving to China in like a week. And I really didn't want the 918. I just got it because it was a really good deal. And it was kind of an interesting car to buy. I mean, you can't just test drive them. So my first drive was after I paid for it. And I bought it for well under sticker because he was just trying to sell it like right then and there. And, after driving it, I mean, I put 1,000 miles on it, which is kind of a lot, but it was boring. I mean, it's a GT3 RS that has a hybrid engine to it. I mean, it's not that exciting. It's gorgeous, but I would rather have a Bugatti 10 times over, and they're cheaper. The Bugattis are cheaper.
I'll agree with what Houston said. The 918 was my dream car. Always wanted it. And then the first time I drove it, I drove Houston's. I was like, okay, it's not what I expected. It doesn't feel like a hybrid car. Like a hybrid car is supposed to be scary to drive. It's supposed to excite you. It really just felt like a GT3 RS on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but
that's I assume that's why you sold it. It was an underwhelming hypercar.
But isn't that how it is for every Porsche though? Like the GT3 RS, the GT2 RS.
No, bro, you just don't like Porsche.
Kind of. I mean, it really is. Honestly, most Porsches are underwhelming.
Yes.
This might be very off base, but I've always had this thought. It's like you buy a Porsche when you've gotten bored of a Lambo.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
That is true.
Ooh.
That's true.
No, you guys are crazy.
Hashtag
because I don't know, like I've driven a bunch of Porsches, and you know, I've driven. I'm not gonna say a lot of stuff, but I've driven at least a couple different cars from each you know, supercar manufacturer, and the Lambo is just by far the most exciting car.
I agree with that.
But it gets
the Porsche
but
is
I
a lot more
understand,
fun
like
than a
you
Lambo.
go a few hours driving, you know, let's not say a few hours, let's say a few days driving one of these big V12 cars. It's nice to get in a GT2 or a GT3 RS and go the same speed, but not feel like you were in a paint shaker for the last, you know, 5 hours.
Yep. So Jimbo,
But they also drive really well. Dude, Porsches are reliable and they're fast as fuck around a track. You can't see shit out of a Lambo. Like,
so
nothing.
Jimbo, going back to what you said, I had 4 Lambos before I tried out a Ferrari. It was always Lambo for me, right? Tried the Ferrari, I was like, okay, I see why Ferrari's number 1. And then I always wanted a Porsche, but it just wasn't exotic enough for me, right? It's not edgy enough. After having the Lambo, the Ferrari, I bought the Porsche as a third. As soon as I got it, I was like, all right, you know what? Porsche's the way. Porsche is the best. It's like visually not the best looking car because, you know, it's round versus an edgy Lamborghini, but it is the best driving car.
Yeah.
If you're a driver, Porsche is the only way to go.
I was gonna say, like, what do you value when you have a car? Like, what's your number 1 priority? As far as what you focus on? The driving, like you really enjoy, like the driving experience is the number 1.
Okay, so my GT3 RS on the freeway against a Performante, I started edging on the Performante. 6-cylinder versus a V10.
No way. Bad driver. I don't
know about that.
How is that a bad driver? No, look,
hey, don't call Edmund a bad driver.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, Mitch, what's up?
Hey, Mitch, is that your bunk bed?
I got to do homework still with the kids, so I'm in my kids' room right now.
I like the air freshener over the bed. That's nice. Nice touch.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, watch this.
Man. Bunk beds are awesome.
Right here, man. Mondi.
Show us FF, bro.
At least there's a good custodian. Hey,
Mitch, stop talking so I can see the FF.
Hey, Chris, put on the Starliner. Let's see.
All right, I'll do that.
Oh, he's got Starliner? Oh, that's awesome.
That was
If I never have to do one of those again, I'll be all right.
Hey, Edmund, I put 9 car lengths on a GT3 RS in my Huracan, at least.
Look, I had straight
got
pipes.
on
I don't
video.
know. Okay, I had straight pipes. I don't know if that made a difference.
It doesn't.
But I'm telling you, on the way to Monterey, it was literally 24 hours before I got arrested. I'll never forget the day. Houston was there actually.
I don't remember it because I got arrested. It's because I almost beat this Huracan. That's what.
Yeah,
yeah.
Nine car lengths.
No, dude,
It's a bad beating.
Was it 9 or 8 3/4?
Houston was there. He'll attest to it.
Yeah, but the guy in the Performante was driving the shit out of it. I mean, I was driving the twin turbo Huracan, and that Performante, I mean, at some points he was hanging, not in the straights, but you know, he definitely knew how to drive. And when they both went off, I mean, legitimately, it was a good race. You know, a Ford GT was a little bit farther ahead, and it kind of scared the Performante, so he backed off and Edmund kept going. But I think that the GT3 and the Performante were very close. You know,
Brooks, we could do it. I'll bring out the GT3.
We already did it. I have it on video. What are you
Yeah, we have it. Go to the channel. It's there.
Yeah, I know, but we'll do it. Me, you.
I mean, maybe you got a really fast Performante.
GT3s are PDKs. I mean, they're not really going to change that much. I mean, I would, you know.
No comparison.
Well, that car behind Brooks right now, that red one, has currently the fastest quarter-mile time of any Huracan ever.
No,
of course, it was me driving, not Brooks.
Okay, so you guys are comparing the fastest Lamborghini Huracan.
No,
against
how to drive it.
You just got to know how to drive it. This
Edmund, I'm with you, bro. This is what I have to deal with.
It's a 12
Jimmy, just let the secretaries talk about their cars, all right? Don't interrupt them.
Oh my.
Excuse me.
Chris, you were going to show us that.
They're gonna do a dentist office drag race.
Chris, where's FF?
I'm in it.
Chris, let's see those
You're in it.
starlights.
Let's see it.
Working on the Starlights. Give me a second.
Start it up.
Start it up. All right, here you go. My neighbor.
Make sure it's in sport.
My neighbor.
Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm a little bit too intoxicated for this meeting. Yeah.
Bye, Hunter.
Later, Hunter.
Bye, Hunter.
See you, mate. Have a good one.
Chris, show some of that FF, dude. I'm sure everyone wants to see it.
What?
Should have sold the Porsche and kept the FF.
Oh man, I missed that thing.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. When it comes to Ferraris, the FF is a badass.
Yeah, but look what's parked right next to the Ferrari. Chris, show the other car.
It's the baddest station wagon.
Beetle.
I remember
best
that
of
thing
both
called
worlds.
Clearly the
Best
wife's
car
car.
in the world.
Rally, and that was the car that got everyone to shut up. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, why? I loved it. It made me
All right. Well, the three main ones: P1, LaFerrari, or 918. Pick one.
P1.
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 By far.
No, I would
Love Ferrari.
LaFerrari.
Love Ferrari for sure.
LaFerrari.
I would do the I would do the LaFerrari and sell it and then buy two P1s.
Nice.
That's the move.
That's the move.
There's only one king, gentlemen. There's only one king.
All right. Yeah, if Parker
The
was here,
king.
he could show us his P1, but you know.
He just posted something on Instagram that like a red P1.
We should just keep saying he didn't actually get one, and he'll get annoyed that we're quote unquote.
Hey,
lying, so then-
Auto Addiction is asking me GTC4 Lusso or Urus. I'm gonna go with the GTC4 Lusso for sure.
I'll give him credit where credit is due. He
Are
was
you
the
out of
best
your
in-
mind?
What? What is wrong with you?
Lusso over Urus.
Urus sounds like
No
shit.
way, Urus.
Urus
Yeah,
is gay,
Urus,
bro.
dude.
All day.
Hate
You're
to say
crazy.
it, but the Urus is money.
No, I mean, look, Urus is cool and all, but at the end of the day, it's not
No.
a Ferrari.
At the end of the day, the Urus will smoke the GTC Lusso.
Yeah,
No,
you'll also have to buy
no, it
6
won't.
other cars in order
Yeah,
to be able
well.
to buy that from.
No, it will not smoke. No, it's impossible. It won't.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Randy,
so Parker just made it official, I guess, that there's his P1.
yeah, but it's at the
It's the one
dealership.
on the left.
You know.
It's at the dealership. It's not at his house.
All
Once
we
I
gotta
see it at his house,
all we
I'll
gotta do is
leave.
comment April Fools, and we'll fuck his life up. Because they'll be like, "Wait, Savage Garage is commenting April Fools? Is it fake?"
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's how you get him in here.
Did we
Oh,
get
he'll
a
lose
hold
his
of
mind.
James or no? No, you couldn't get a hold of him?
Oh yeah, Brooks, what happened with James?
We should add Parker, man. That would be so much fun. We should add some drama into this live chat.
Give Parker like a 40 at Adderall, and then we'll be.
You
good.
want to be confrontational.
No, we don't have to be confrontational. Just give him
Who didn't
Adderall.
want to be confrontational? James?
No. We're good with Parker. Yeah, no. Everyone here is good with Parker. We got no issues. It's just
We love Parker.
Freaking James
Yeah.
balls a lot. So.
But we just can't, hide the obvious fact that Parker's really fun.
So wait, Brooks, what did James said? He said no?
He just said, "Oh, you got Parker in there. He doesn't want to deal with that."
He's not here.
Yeah, but you got his name in the title of the video, so he thought he was.
No, he's
Oh.
not.
Well, yeah, because he said he was going
Tell him to come.
When I was making the thumbnail for it, I was like, okay, well, that's one of the people that's going to be in here. That's kind of a headliner. So
Are you talking
Yeah.
about?
not my fault he backed out. What am I going to do?
All right, so let's add one of them. Either Parker or James. Let's get one of them.
I
Of
say
course, James.
Yeah, let's get James.
James says he's
Let's get James on here.
What?
I text James. He's busy. He said.
Oh, okay. He's with Strat Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you guys? I asked a question. Did Schmeat quit YouTube?
No.
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 Knowing
Dude, he's
Tim,
got
probably
enough footage in the can to be busy for 3
Not a
years.
chance.
Bro, Tim has probably like 6 months of videos that he shot.
Absolutely.
I talked to him yesterday. He was fine. He was going to come on, but it's too late.
Did you see the Life of Apollos headline today?
Oh God.
What is
Schmeat quits YouTube.
thinking about now?
It's the first thing he said.
Bro, can he get more clickbaity? Come on.
But I don't know.
He learned from the
Watch
best.
the video for me. I can't watch those videos. I get anxiety when I watch them. I just want to know what they mean.
Well, the
Go
good,
on there
the
and
good
watch
news
it.
with Aaron is nobody uses him to credit for anything. Like, I mean, no one's ever going to cite Life Apollo.
Okay.
Expect that to be credible.
We're not bashing on this thing.
No one's bashing. I'm just saying, can someone just watch it and tell me what happens? I'll just read the comments.
I'm looking at it now. I'm just reading the comments.
What, are the comments bad?
Well, back on the car topic.
Fine.
Stradman proposed. That's what it says.
Oh, gee.
Oh, cat, get out. No.
No, it's probably an April Fool's. If I had to guess, come on, he can't be that clickbaity. Stradman's not going to propose like a girl he just started dating.
Yeah, exactly.
If I had to guess.
Hey, you guys, I have a
I'm
question
sure it's
that
an
doesn't
April
suck.
Fool's.
It's all right. Back to cars. I have a question for everyone.
Back to cars.
4, 6, 8, 10, or 12. Best engines.
V10.
Cylinder wise.
10 and 12.
12.
V10.
B10.
12.
V10.
Right,
12.
right here. B10. This B10.
V10. 12 is too heavy.
6. I'm gonna say 6 and 10.
8 by Navi.
Yeah. Either a 6 or a 10.
Porsche
I think best sound would be 12.
12 best sound for sure.
Best sound is
Nothing
12.
beats like a Ferrari V12 or an Aston V12. Like it just has that sound.
Yeah, the Mercy
Murcielago
V12.
V12.
Yeah, the Lambo V12s are just a different level. I love it.
Let's read some of these questions. So, Life Apollo's video is an April Fool's video.
Yep.
Said Shmi is quitting. Said Didi is selling their 4-door Ferrari. Didi might be selling their Ferrari FF.
Wait,
what
Didi
else?
selling their 4-door Ferrari?
Mondi
What
says so. Ferrari FF. The Ferrari FF and the whatever. I don't want to get into that.
Hey, David. People
Sesto
are...
Elemento or
Go ahead.
SF90. What would you guys choose? Sesto Elemento or SF90? I feel like those are two different cars.
Yeah,
Can't compare. I'd probably go with the Sesto.
Yeah, they're complete. One's a track car, one's a road car.
Yeah, I'd go with the Sesto just because it's so rare
Yeah.
and it sort of resembles my Super Trofeo.
All right, here's
There's a lot of bad angles on the
Like best
Sesto,
car
though.
under $40,000. What do you think about that one? That's
Best car under 40,000.
Is that brand new
2,000?
or is that used?
What's
S2000.
cool with 40 grand though? Like what's your
If you had $40,000 to buy, what would you buy?
M3.
An S2000, a very clean S2000.
That's a good choice.
I don't know. Actually.
M3.
$20,000?
Must be like an M2 or
There
an
you go.
M3.
They're still worth more, but M3 ain't for sure.
Yeah, but if you buy an M2, you might as well buy the new Supra. It's the same shit.
How much money?
STI.
You know,
Who
actually,
in the right mind would buy an
a
M3? That's the dumbest car in the world.
imported Supra would probably be a lot of fun. Find one that's modified for like you could do that.
Mark, that was a
Yeah.
jab towards you.
No, it wasn't.
Did you hear my
Yes, it
response,
did.
Ed?
No, everyone was talking. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Here, this is what I said.
Oh.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Of all, because
Yes.
I think everybody on here is a YouTuber, so, or at least makes videos. What is your, regardless of views, what is your all-time favorite video that you guys have made?
Ooh,
Like,
that's a good question.
Regardless of, you know, how much attraction it got, but like, what's the video that you're the most like, I could watch that again, or that you enjoy?
Proud of.
Wow.
That's
Brooks, go first.
honestly, I would go for every single one of my videos because all of my videos are such high quality.
Oh my god!
Oh.
All right. So I'm gonna pick some
Just
videos.
mute him for a bit.
So yeah, exactly. So
I
I say
have one.
from drag times. I say the one that we did in the Porsche Tower. That was a really good video. I like that video a lot.
Yep. Bring in the
I haven't watched that, but I'll go watch that.
my favorite. It was
Yeah. Yeah, Mondi, I'm gonna say launching GT3 RS. That
His
whole,
twin
like,
turbo
LA scene, that was pretty.
No.
That was
Mondi's
cool.
best is New York, for sure.
Yeah, New
is the
York
best.
was awesome. Yeah,
That was
like
good.
sending
Yeah.
it
Oh,
to
the
Mercy at
burnout in Times Square. The
Yeah,
burnout
that
in
was
Times
dope.
Square. Yeah.
But my favorite one, which isn't my best video, it's just the one I had the most fun making, was driving the Murcielago through the Selvio Pass. in Italy. It's Swiss Alps. I saw that episode. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It was a GT3 RS against a Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera and a Aston Martin Vantage. Top Gear had made an episode on that, like, geez, like 12, 13 years ago, driving through those mountain roads. And I was always a Top Gear fan growing up. So it was a childhood dream that I got to accomplish, that I got to live through. That was by far the best video I ever made. Not the best video, but the most fun I ever had making a video.
That's a good answer. Good answer.
Super. It started raining. It started snowing. Traction off. Power sliding the Mercy through the canyons. That was freaking awesome. Through the
Was
Swiss
your hair
Alps.
perfect?
Was my what?
Was your hair perfect?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
then
you know,
As good as his lips.
Yeah.
That was what sealed the deal.
hey Mitch,
Doesn't
can
matter-
you
doesn't matter if
can you put this lip thing to an end, please?
But we love them. They're just so beautiful.
Hey, what do they feel like on your ass, Mitch? What do they feel real?
No comment.
Are they cold
I
or warm?
say one of Houston's best videos is the Bugatti on the dyno. I love that fucking video. Because that
Yeah, you know why?
nobody has
You know
fucking
why?
ever done that. That's awesome.
You know why? Jimmy, you know why that's a great video from Houston?
Why?
Because he doesn't talk. It's just a Bugatti on a dyno. Normal talking. Houston's like the dumbest. This is literally Houston right here. Well, you know, like it's a walk around. So today, you know, I did this. I realized Edmund's so much better looking than me. I wish I could be Edmund. You know, it's like bullshit. And then he'll show the car for like 2 seconds, and then he'll go back to
$500 to kick him off his chat right now.
Houston, no one cares about you. Talk less, show more of your cars.
Actually, look, the last video that I saw that I really liked the Houstons was when you went and retested the Corvette.
I think that's so ridiculous. Mondi, you're just like this. Hi, everybody. I'm Mondi. Let me see those lips.
My lips are real.
No. He goes, all right, boys.
Hi, everybody.
What about you, Randy? What's your favorite video?
Oh my God. All the videos I've done with all of you guys. Honestly, our best videos are Kentucky police video.
Yeah.
Top pullover video. I mean, that thing's gotten like, I don't even know, like 3 million views or something like that. But that one was really interesting. But I think some of the stuff we did on Savage Garage Rally, with especially the police escort one, that with just the filming of it and seeing everything going on. I mean, Jimbo's photography and cinematography on that was amazing. And just
Not the tank?
The tank's fun. The tank.
Come on.
Nah, I mean, it's not. I mean, we've seen weird shit, but I mean, that to me was all the camaraderie of all of our buddies and doing all. So
Those tend to be the best videos, you know, when all the smiles are real.
Hey, Mark, we got a good question. But asked by Empower, who directs Mondi's videos?
Me.
Well, it depends. When your videos suck, not me. But when your videos are good, I try to have something to do with those.
And I gotta say, it's a nice group effort. Mark always gives great ideas. Mitch gives in good input as well. Obviously, I just come up with the best ideas overall. But you know,
I want to start working on Houston's videos. That's my dream. My dream is to be on Houston's videos. Like, talk about a kid in a candy store. I could go crazy at Houston's spot.
Yeah,
we could win an Oscar, Houston. We could get an Oscar.
The TT3 RS video, so everybody knows that. Okay.
Say it again. Oh yeah, you were there.
TT3 GTRS video, whatever you call it. The reveal.
You
for
did
that
not
video.
direct it. You
I
held
was
the camera
the
for
entire
2 seconds.
thing.
You had
The
one
only reason
shot.
that video actually made it was because of me. Otherwise, we would still be there right now filming it. Okay.
Oh boy. Listen,
No,
listen,
really
that's-
though, we used his mic. We used his mic. I'll give that to Houston.
that scene of
Violin
driving-
scene. Okay, that was his idea, my execution.
Yeah, the scene of driving through LA, like that reminds me of like Terminator. That was like
The bridge was my idea.
Yeah, that was good. That was legit.
Since when? Since
What
when?
do you mean when? I was literally there to film that with you.
Yeah, you were there, but I had no, really, for that video I hired a production team. Like we had what, like 6 camera guys over there.
He hired 6 15-year-old kids, not a production team. Okay.
Oh, he hired a
Vlog squad.
Okay, here's a good one. Stay with the easiest police or easiest state to go fast. I say Florida.
Yeah.
Easiest state to go fast.
Florida.
No.
There's got to be something like North Dakota or Montana that's probably good.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
Montana.
It's huge, man.
Like before you know it, you're already there.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I think there was a 130-mile stretch that we did. My dad, my son, and I in a Suburban, and I was doing like 109, whatever the cap of the Suburban was. The entire. I don't think I ever let off the gas.
Just full tilt.
Yeah, just nailed, and there was no one. I mean, no one.
Best electric car, Brooks.
Ooh.
Taycan Turbo S.
Nope, he's gonna say Tesla. He's gonna say Tesla, Jimmy. Get ready.
I know. Ready? Come on.
Come on.
I got it.
Best electric car.
Yes.
Tough one. I mean, it depends what you rate it on.
Rimac.
Just say Tesla.
We rated on your gospel, so rate it.
Tesla.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, best place to go fast, Mexico.
Oh yeah.
I just saw this ask. No, really, Mexico. Because I just saw someone ask why I never released the Mexico video. So in Mexico, we had some escorts, police escorts.
Great story. He's not going to tell the whole story, but it's a great story.
He had some
Which
escorts.
part am I not going to say? I'll say the entire part.
Just started off with he had escorts. I
Just-
wanna hear the rest of this.
Okay.
Just tell the part where everybody was surrounding you, and the only reason you got out of Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just tell them that part, because that's the only interesting part.
Okay, so, all right, so we had police escorts in Mexico. They shut down the Baja California freeway. We're just drag racing, car after car after car. The freeway was shut for like 20 miles. I passed by this police officer, and I'm recording it. I floor it in the McLaren. I pass him, and then I post it on my IG. I make a feed post. Because earlier on that day, we had gotten pulled over and we just bribed the police officer $30 and he let us go. So I posted, what's the worst that can happen? I get pulled over and I'll just bribe him, right? Something along those lines.
I'll give him $100. That's what you said.
Yeah, right. Something, which is true. Like literally, you pay them $30, $20, they will let you go. Like you could kill someone, $50, they'll let you go. Like that. That's how it is. Like numerous guys that got pulled over, we got away with $20, $30. So I posted that. It was all in like good fun, right? We go to this car show. Obviously, we had posted on our stories where we're going. So we went to this car show. It was hot import night. I get back to my hotel room. I get a call from the guy that's hosting the event. He says, Mexican SWAT just showed up at the car show. They're looking for you. And they put the Symbolo guys, the guys that are hosting the event, they've got them in the back of their cop cars, handcuffed and all at gunpoint. I'm like, dude, I'm not going back. You know, they're going to kill me, because some of the comments were, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? They'll chop you up and send your body parts back home. And they would comment police during the day, hotel at night. So in my mind, those comments are going off. I'm like, holy, like they're going to kill me. Like, I'm not going back. I'm thinking of ways to get back, like past the border. They call me, and they're like, if you're thinking about escaping Mexico, they have border stops. They're going to pull you over. They're looking for you. The police have your face. So just come here. And then the guy who's in the backseat of the cop car calls me. He's like, hey, bro, just come. They just want to talk to you. I'm like, dude, like in my mind, I'm like, this guy's setting me up, because my other friend just said he's in the backseat of a police car with gunpoint, guns drawn. So anyway, I end up walking in. I drive from the hotel, get to the car show. As soon as I walk in, I get stormed by like 20 cops. They grab me by my neck. They put me down like this. They take me all the way to the end, to a corner, take me to a tent. And it's these like big ass Mexican police officers, not normal police officers. The first guy comes up to me. He shows me his badge. He's like, I'm Tijuana Police District something, like the lead guy. He goes, so what's that post you made on your Instagram? I go, and I had already deleted it. I go, officer, I was just joking. He Goes, yeah, you were joking, because does it look like you could bribe me with $50? I'm like, no, officer. And I'm like terrified for my life. I really think they're gonna do something. They're gonna take me. I have no idea what they're gonna do to me. They're gonna beat me up in jail.
We were so
So
close,
then he starts
Houston.
pointing around. Like there's like 20 of them surrounding me. He starts pointing one by one. He's like, what about this guy? Can you bribe this guy with $50? This guy's holding an AR-15, right? Big tattoos like up to his neck, undercover cop. I'm like, no. And then he goes to the next guy, same thing. I'm like, no. And then finally, there's this one other guy who's wearing glasses, like really skinny, nerdy looking guy. And me being the fucking dumbass that I am, I know he's going to start pointing and then he's going to ask me like, what about that guy, right? And like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm not worried about that guy. So I crack a smirk, like this tiny little dude. These guys, like, they slap me because I smiled. Basically, they tell me if I post anything like that again, they're going to take me to jail, and that is like the end of me. I will never make it back to America. They told me to delete all my posts, no vlogs. I'm not allowed to make any vlogs. They knew my YouTube channel because they had seen it on my Instagram. They said, you're going to go on Instagram right now, and you're going to make a story apologizing to the Tijuana police officers and saying good things. And you got to say good things about the Mexican police. So like, as they're like 20 feet away from me, 20 guys with guns like drawn, pointed at me. I'm over there in the corner. I'm like, hey guys, you know what I said earlier? It was horrible taste for me. I apologize. Mexican police are the best. You know, they kept us safe. Blah blah blah. Post that, they let me go. Yeah, I basically bitched out, but they told me if I release that vlog, I'm never allowed back in Mexico. So that's why I never released the vlog. That's fucked up.
Then we all know that Edmund wouldn't last an hour in jail anyways.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
somebody
my name's not
They-
Mitch.
They'd eat his pretty ass alive.
Somebody asked who's been in jail the longest.
I've never been in jail, so
Houston.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I've only been there 24 hours.
That's
No,
longer
actually,
than I've been in jail. Yeah.
Like 10
I
hours.
saved you like 7 hours in.
I know, yeah, I was just gonna say shout out to Houston for getting me out of jail. That was awesome.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else want to admit it? We'll just let that one go. Gotcha. All right. So guys, we've been on for 2 hours. I think we'd like take a couple more and call it a night.
Yeah.
Can someone lend me $10? That's okay, sure.
Someone said Mondi's lips can do work in prison. Oh my
Oh,
it is his best
said
feature.
Houston's been in jail for 5 days. Nah, is that true, Houston?
No, Houston was in 24 hours.
Yeah,
No, I've been to jail multiple times. I didn't, not for one consecutive stint. I've been to jail multiple times.
Who in here has not been in jail? Raise your hand.
Yeah,
The smart
I
people.
figured that one. Yeah.
Randy, were you in jail?
Yes, I've been to jail.
Nice.
Why'd you go to jail?
Honestly, high school prank. We went to a grocery store and we lifted cigarettes and lighters and got totally set up. And I went out and I spent an hour and 20 minutes in jail, and that was enough.
That was Randy. You were in high school?
I was in high school. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but stories from like 70 years ago, you can't use those stories. That don't count.
Nice.
I agree.
That was a terrible joke. That was a bad
It was
joke.
terrible. Just sit there for a minute and suck
We'll
it up.
just edit it out.
Everybody's calling this stream the Brady Bunch Savage Garage Edition.
That's hilarious.
Wrap it up, Randy. Let's go around one by one. What's your next car you're gonna buy? Because everyone's asking that.
The next car I'm buying. Well, if the world opens up and the world becomes normal again, my next car will be my Delta Integrale race car.
All right, 765.
Approved.
Jimmy.
Oh man, nah, I'm staying with my Huracan. Nothing.
No, next car.
Next car?
720. All right, Chris.
Yeah.
Monte.
What's that?
Performante.
Performante. Houston.
No. All right.
I've got two coming that are sitting waiting. The F8 is already at the dealer waiting for me to pick it up. And then my SF90, which would be here probably at the end of the year.
All right, when you get that, I gotta come out.
Is that going on the rental fleet?
Yeah, both.
Wow, I can't wait for that.
What
But
about
F8's probably not going to come this month because I buy my cars at the Hawaii dealer. And so I don't think I'm going to be able to get it out of Hawaii. Otherwise, I'd already have it.
Houston, what are you buying personally for yourself, though?
It's tough. I mean, what can you buy? I mean, I'm not a fan of $3 million hypercars. So I think the only thing to buy is something that's sub 1 million. So probably my car that I'm building.
Good answer.
All right, John.
997 GT2.
Nope.
No Porsches. Okay, David.
600 LT.
I get skipped over so fast.
I'm going in order of my screen, so it's different. So,
Mark, you buying anything? Nah.
Next one will be electric, so probably a Tesla.
there you go. All right, Luke.
992 GT3.
News Fest. Jonathan.
765 LT.
Nice.
All right, Jimbo.
Oh, I have no idea.
No idea what you're gonna
You know, honestly, I don't know.
He's got a Mercy, so he's
Like,
not
I'm
buying anything.
really
He's
happy
spending
with
everything all in the Mercy.
Mondi, what are you buying next?
I placed. Well, I called in the dealer because prices are super low right now. I'm looking for a Senna on an A12, but the car I'm most excited for, besides those two, is the car Houston and I are building, which should be done hopefully by end of summer. The way it's looking, maybe a bit longer because of this whole Corona thing, but we'll see.
How many?
Can't wait to watch you guys fight about who drives it.
We're making two.
We're making two.
He's got testing number
Wait
one.
a second. Where's mine?
What?
I'm getting one too. So,
More.
right, Houston, say yes. I'm getting.
Yes, of course. I actually promised a year ago. I promised Randy the first one. Well, besides technically his, but I mean, we can make chassis number 3.
I'll get number 1, but I'll never get to see it. It'll be like the Ferrari program.
Already, Doug.
Well, I don't have supercar money, but I just got sponsored by Savage Garage, so we're thinking about going from a turbo to a supercharger.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
And Mitch.
I want to finish my Cobra. I've driven. We get to drive just about everything, so I have the blessing of being able to be in a bunch of cars. But for my own, I have a '93 Cobra that I'm gonna kind of make look like a Super Trofeo, and that I'm looking forward to finishing.
Hey, Mitch, it's not going to be a Super Trofeo.
Yeah.
It's gonna be better than a Super Trofeo because it's a Ford.
Yeah, it's gonna break all the way to the track before you get to the track.
If anybody,
Ford being a good
Brooks
car.
for sure. If you're looking at a 765, you've got to get a Senna. I mean, they're about the same price. You know,
Their Sennas are ugly.
He doesn't want to shave his legs.
dude, 765s are going to be 400 plus, and Sennas are going to be 650, 700.
No, we just
Their
spec'd it last night.
Senna is ugly. It's ugly.
Just do a wing delete. It looks sick.
Yeah.
My 765 380,000. I'll sell the Ford GT, and then I'll probably get an Evo. And then-
Which Ford are you going to sell? The yellow Ford GT?
Yes.
That's so awesome.
Another yellow car, Brooks, please.
Everyone's asking vodka or tequila. There's literally 50 questions. Vodka or tequila. Personally, tequila.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah, vodka.
Vodka.
Brooks, what are you going to sell that GT at? Do you think you're going to get $1 million for it?
I'm ready to sell it in 2 weeks. Yeah, but we'll see what happens with the economy right now. You know.
Man, dude, I can't believe people are paying that much for those things. They're so good looking, but so slow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that slow.
Not sure in the Huracan in an Aventador, but it's still a McLaren. That plate's right between.
But it's $1 million. Did you get that part where they said it was $1 million?
Would I sell it for $1 million?
No, what I'm saying is that it's comparable to a 720, and it's $1 million.
Oh well,
it's not $1 million when it was new.
My car's $450. Right, so yeah, that's what I paid.
At least the Ford GT will stay out of the dealership.
Not really.
GT500.
What the GT?
That's what I'd buy. I'd buy an S65 AMG from 2006.
Hey guys, Zika is asking a good question. Zika's asking, Well, I guess he's referring to my statement earlier that prices are low right now. He's asking that he's looking for a Huracan, but prices are the same. Where do I see lower prices? So the thing with that is, yes, prices are advertised the same, but prices are way below. You can get any car you want right now for 20, 30K. I mean, 20, 30% lower than when it was about a month ago.
You got Huracans for 150 if anybody wants one.
Yeah. So Zika, even if you see prices are the same advertised, make them a low bar offer, and a lot of people will take it because there's so much more you could do with money right now. Just people would rather take a $50,000 loss on a Huracan, sell it for 150K instead of 200K, and put that 150K in the stock market and flip it to 400K in like a month. So,
hey, Houston, what's the payment plan on a Huracan over there at Royalty Automotive?
Just $6,500 a month, you know, unlimited miles. Get what you need.
Hey, real quick, let me answer Golden Boy 2J or RB26. What horsepower? 2JZ, and this comes from a Nissan guy. 2JZ can handle 800 wheel, bottom end. RB26, you can put 800, but you're spending money and you're wasting time.
No,
that's coming from a Nissan guy.
The RB will do 800 once. The 2J will do it all day long. I've done.
That's what I just said.
Yep,
just don't put it in a Supra.
I done over 1,000 on a 2J stock, no problem.
You blew the motor race
wheel on an RB26.
Yeah, but they are.
But I'm not going to tell you how
the 34 looks way better. Sorry.
No, the 34 looks better. I agree with you, but the 2J, yeah, but the 2J is such a good motor all day.
Oh, it is, but RB26 can't sound any better.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, what are gas prices near you guys?
What's
that?
So
what? 93?
What's gas price? Yeah.
93 is 210.
God damn you, commie bastards, man.
I'm not revving in launch control at freaking 1121 and like
We're still 350 out here.
Well, that's better than $6. Wasn't it like $6 a few months ago?
In LA?
Yeah,
No.
5 something.
No, we're $4 out here.
Oh, okay.
Keeps the trees green.
Where is everyone in this group from? It's like we have LA, Florida, Los Angeles,
DC,
Houston, obviously.
All the major hubs.
Yep.
Nice.
So, all right, guys. When do you guys want to do another one? Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can try and get it earlier because I'd love to get Shmi on, and I can do that. That shouldn't be an issue.
So we just got to do it way early then. You got to do it at noon.
Yeah, he's not too bad. He stays up pretty late.
He does.
Okay.
I mean, I've talked to him as late as, like now. Actually, I've talked to him like now. It's weird, but yeah, but he's sometimes is up late. And if I have plans for it, he can do it as long as he's not vacationing.
All right, well, Randy, thanks for hosting.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Thanks for the privilege of being on. So.
Yeah, guys, nice meeting everybody.
Yeah, hope everybody
Having me
enjoys.
on.
You guys be safe.
Thank you all.
Houston, you still suck.
And all that, we appreciate it.
Hey, Mondi, you're still slower.
I'll
Yeah,
beat you
Mondi,
now.
you're slow. You're slow. Bring it to Miami. You're slow.
Okay, whatever you want, Jimmy. I'll be there.